H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it's Baby Friday. We affectionately call it that because we're not on the air on Fridays, so we call Thursday our Baby Friday. And great day in sports. Great sports last night. Those play-in games has gotten a little bit nicer, y'all. The guy. I don't think the guy who came up with this concept should be fired. I got his name for y'all too. I got his name for y'all somewhere. But what's up? What's up, everybody? How everybody doing today? Oh, let me talk. Let me shout out to my starting five today. Let's go back up to the top of the screen and let's see who the starting five is. Those are the five people that sign up to the Chop Shop page first. So let me take a look. Who we got? Alex Costero, Rod Wells, Thaddeus Moody, Mindy Collins, and Mate Cora. Mate, you are crazy. Oh my God. Y'all was going in on Chris Walker last night in the first half, but I had to tell you, slow down because it's two halves in basketball. My sixth person of the day is Kim Jackson. Congratulations, Kim. We excused you yesterday. We saw you had big things popping yesterday. Your son actually signed his letter of intent yesterday. Congratulations for that. Who we got? What's up, Corey Willis? What's up, Chris Charles? Jeremy Davis, Lil Rick. Who else we got on here? Matt. What's up, Matt? Matt, what's going on? I think I might have something to ask you about, Matt. Matt Burden from Atlanta, Nike. Y'all got to realize, y'all, when y'all be on here talking, parents, y'all watch it now. Parents, I'm going to give you a cheat sheet now. One of Nike's talent scouts, people who decides who go here and go here. He's on the show listening to y'all now. I keep trying to tell y'all, this is not no regular show. We got people of power watching this show every day. So, hey, let's put on your not just when you see his name up there, just put on your best behavior, especially if you have student athletes, especially the elite. Put it like this: elite student athletes, because in his profession, he's looking for the elite, super elite student athletes. But what's up, Gary Sinclair? The Lakers. I can't believe this man gonna put Lakers on there. He was nervous than a hook in church last night. Chris Charles, you ought to cut that out, man. It's serious. You ought to just cut that out, man. Going on with that. What's up, Trey Williams? Kevin Allen in the building. Kevin Allen, the Silver Fox is in the building. Who else? That my girl Sonya. Hold up, y'all know it's certain people I have to look and see. Jameson Morrow. If they own here, Rod Wells. Long as I got Rod Wells. Oh, Shaq Quetta, there she is. She there. What's up, Mark Edwards? How you doing, man? Paul Miranda. Okay, yes, I have to have Paul on there too. Landon, I'm gonna pray for you in your Facebook post. Landon, I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna block. I don't want to see some of the content on you. Sometimes, man, y'all don't post everything, man. Don't post everything. Man, some stuff some stuff is to be left. Some stuff, hold up. The game is to be sold, not told. Some stuff you don't have to tell. LeBron got an Oscar for Best Actor last night. No, but if you got hit in the eye, it hurts. I don't care how big he is. If you get hit in the eye, David threw a rock and hit Goliath, a giant, and knocked him out. He hit him in there, hit him up there, up in the forehead. So it hurts. It hurts. But what about that big shot he hit, though? LeBron. Well, we're gonna talk about that. We know. I don't know where Chris Walker is. Can I text him right quick? Y'all know I can't. I'm gonna just see is he coming on. So before I get into it, let me just check. He texted me. Hold up. Hey y'all, that dude was so sad last night in the first half. That man was hating everybody on the team. He talked about everybody on the team. Let me ask him. Is he coming on? You know I can't multitask. Okay, I got it. Let me see. Yeah, he was really sad. He called me. You know, he called me during the game. Man, 80 this. LeBron look old. I said, man, this man done gave up on his team last night. Who else I got? Oh, Jeffrey Day is in the building, man. Oh, yeah, I know I'm cooking today. Jeffrey Day, Marissa Smith is in the building. Naisha, what's up, coach? Is in the building. Who else we got? Corey. I love when I have my coaches. Chris, what's up? What's up, Chris? Hey, who else? let me check my people out. Play the sound bite. What sound bite? I didn't tape Chris Walker. I wouldn't dare do that when my friends call on the phone now. Yeah, he was nervous. You know how confident he is on the show? You know how you want to talk, man, that man act like he had lost his. And guess how I comfort him, y'all? I'm going to show you how I comfort him. Landon, you know what I'm talking about. You and one of your partners get into it about politics. Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to look at everybody's. But, man, he was just sad, y'all. I mean, Brandon said she was sad, too. But not Brandon. You cool, Brandon. Chris Walker, good talking Walker, it was like he was at a funeral. And this is how I consoled him, y'all. I said, Chris, well, guess what, Chris? If they don't win, you get a chance to win and go play the Clippers. He hung up the phone. He hung up the phones on me. On Naishi, he hung up the phone on me, y'all. So do me a favor. Hold up. Okay. All right. I done looked at everybody. Let me see. Got a new comment. I was just trying to see, make sure I talk to everybody. Kevin Freidman in the building. Trey Phillips in the building. Trey Phillips, yeah, I got some women stuff too. Let me get it out the way for you. You know, when they get on there, they don't let me talk about the women stuff when they on here. So, but let me go to today. The day really to me don't seem like it's, the day should be Friday to me, y'all. I've had a lot to do this week. The day should be. It must have been 2 Tuesdays because it feels like a Friday to me right now. I shouldn't be on the show today. But to all the new people who just joined it and don't really know about the show, who come back and look at the show in the beginning, the Chop Shop usually have one goal, simple goal. Okay, it's really simple. We try to do the same thing every day. Attack those issues from a vantage standpoint, you know, from our standpoint, and on purposely and intentionally and on purpose, we with our eyes wide open, walk into the middle of the world's messiest intersection, the intersection of race, culture, politics, sports, including grassroots basketball, and where it all collide. And then we sit in that mess and we talk about it, and we sort it out, and we think about it, and we be about it, and then we get to work, y'all. So do me a favor, share the show if you haven't, and if you're a member of the Chop Shop Facebook feed, and you hadn't had a chance to go over to YouTube, go over Chop Shop HTX at YouTube, all one word, and subscribe to our YouTube page as well. Okay, let's do all that. Tell your friends, tell another friend, text your friends, tell them to Chop Shop on right now. It's gonna be great today. You know, Thursday we gonna get it in. So, but before we go there, y'all, on this day, y'all, I got to share this with you. On this day in 1996, Mike Brown Jr. was born in St. Louis, Missouri. He was 18 years old when Officer Darren Wilson shot and killed him in Ferguson, Missouri, back in 2014. And I just wanted to shout out to him today. And, because, I think about his mom, think about his family. And think I posted something I wanted to show y'all something. Oh, I did post it. But I wanted to share something with y'all. I saw the Atlanta Dreams had a game last night. And where's my man Odyssey at? Because I want to share this with Odyssey. I saw these two beautiful women calling the game last night, and I did not put it on the screen earlier, and I wish I had her. But I want to shout out these two girls, these two ladies, man, dynamic, beautiful, that were calling the game. You know, the Atlanta Dream has a. Let me try to put it on the screen right quick, and see what it pop up. Oh, I got it too big. Let me let it down a little bit. Odyssey, this what's happening. This how WNBA basketball look. That's LaChina Robinson and on the right, the tall one on the right is LaChina Robinson and Angela Gray. They were calling they are the announcers for the Atlanta Dreams. I think it's unbelievable, man. I love it, and I'm gonna shout them out. Powerful women calling the game, both of them. Ain't no man in sight. And shout out to those women. Last night, LeBron James, great players, make great plays, And then I saw this video. Remind me later, the Utah Jazz, every game they won this season, they and during the break, I'm gonna show it to y'all one time. Every game they decide to give a scholarship for every game they won this year. They gave a scholarship to a young person, an underprivileged person, a person, not no person who can afford it. Some people who couldn't afford it. They gave for every game. I mean, everybody's doing their part, man. And then you know what? And I don't know if y'all checked it out. Did anybody see the lay of that beautiful, um, beautiful? I can't describe her. I call her a young lady, but she 107 years old. Her name is Viola Fletcher. She was a survivor of she was one of the survivors of the 1921 Tulsa race massacres. And she was in front of the Senate committee, giving her views yesterday. And just unbelievable moment. If you have a chance, go look up Viola Fletcher. I mean, 107 years old, up there with just full of fire. And I just wanted to share that with y'all. And and salute to the Jazz. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show that a little later during the break. So make sure you look. But I saw something before the guys come on. I want to share something with y'all right quick. I haven't completely studied it yet, but it came across my desk, and I thought I want to share it with y'all. To this date, there have only been 8 black women, only 8 black women whom ever served as a federal appellate court judge. See, I've been talking about the judgeships for years on this show. I've been telling you the importance of it and the importance of 45 appointing those three Supreme Court judges. And that's, I was trying to say, it ain't that I wanted Biden to be in so bad. It's just that I didn't want him appointing another judge that stays in there for life. But let me give y'all something. Let me show you something. Just give you a piece now, and I'm gonna give you a chance to go research it. The federal appellate judiciary is a dynamic and powerful segment of the judiciary. Okay, a lot of people who probably haven't even thought about it. Okay, because y'all hadn't had to deal with it, right? And we have had only black women, eight black women who have served on these seats, and this is a lifetime appointment. Okay, follow me now. These judges who are in charge with, if you let's say you're in a district court level and you lost the case, perhaps, hold up, y'all, check this out. Perhaps that is Moody. It's a civil rights case. It's a voting rights case. Maybe even a police brutality case. Perhaps it's an economic injustice case or a housing case. Big issue cases. If you lose in the district court and you want to appeal, your appeal would go to the federal appellate court. Y'all follow me? Okay. Not to have a robust presence of black people, black women in that space means that we do not have a good shot at robust justice. If we don't have the people in, how the hell we gonna get? And then, someone gonna say, I know somebody's cynical on there gonna say, well, Robert, what are you trying to say? That the judge must be black in order for black people to get justice? Yes, I do say that. From what I know and from my research and the reports that looks at the disparity of sentencing in every single aspect of criminal justice and civil justice, what we know is, yes, in fact, it is a correlation of having all white men sit in judgment over black people and our inability to get justice. We laugh about the movie Life. They call Jimmy, me and Jimmy, Correa and Claude. But if you go back and take a deep look at that movie, that's how it is. The man just said life. They could do us like that. And I know people in law school that say, that's not right, Robert. Judges are not prejudiced. They are not biased. They look at the law. They look at the facts. Let me tell y'all something. Now I got some homework for y'all. It's quick. Then we'll get into sports. The Senate Judiciary Committee is voting on these two nominations soon. Ketanji Brown Jackson, black woman. Candace Jackson Okawami. They voting on them right now. Do me a favor. Write this down. I'll give you a chance. Get your Q-tips. Put it in your notes. Put it in your Apple notes. Put it in your Android notes. Whatever notes. Write this number down. 202. Sorry. 202-221-3121. I'm going to repeat that. 202-221-3121. Call your senators today so we have a better chance of getting justice by getting these two. And let me tell you something. These two women here are some bad women Rock Wednesday sisters. Ketanji Brown Jackson, Candace Jackson Okiwami. Let me tell you something. Google them. Bad girls. So we better, if we want a better shot at justice, there's only been 8 black women on the appellate court. And then also, the Senate's supposed to confirm Kristen Clarke as head of the Civil Rights Division of Department of Justice. All of these are super bad women, and these Republicans, these people don't want them in there because they're going to make change. Just like they didn't want Nicole Hannah Jones, teaching everybody's kids about Black history at the University of North Carolina. And by the way, I didn't tell y'all that's her alma mater. That's where she got her master's degree from. And everybody voted for her. And the politicians came and said, no. The Republican politicians came in. Yeah, that's a DC area code. Yes, that's all right. They don't charge DC. Hey, this is a federal court, Chanquetta. This is not local today. It is a DC area code. This is the federal court. Come on now, let's go. Federal court, DC. That's a DC. That's where they at. Everybody, they're in DC. Okay? All right. Okay. Y'all got that? I got that. I hope you. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. And I saw a lot of stuff in the WNBA last night, the NBA. Y'all want to talk about LeBron? Because these guys, let me see what time they're going to come on first. Because I don't want to get in the middle of something and then got to repeat this mess over again. I'm just telling you. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. So whatever. I tell y'all what. Y'all give me a topic right now. Give me a topic or what I'll do. This is what I'm going to do. Y'all think of some topics that y'all want to talk about. And I got plenty of them here, but I don't want to talk about them again when Jimmy and them get on the show. Do me a favor. Share the show. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to play that. I'm going to play a couple of videos for you. I'm going to play that Utah Jazz video for you. Let me make sure I got it. Yes. And we'll be back in a minute. Okay. Chop shop. Back in a minute.
The Cox Pradier Law Firm. Big city, big town, big settlement. Your fight is our fight. Need legal advice? You know who to call. Personal injury, wrongful death, car accidents, premise liability, serious injuries. 1-800-HURT-NOW.
Yo.
Kidding me, bro.
I'm glad you are excited because you should be. You deserve it.
For each win this season, the Utah Jazz are providing a full scholarship to a student from an underrepresented group. That's 4 years of tuition, room and board, books, fees, everything. And after selecting the first 30 scholarship recipients, we had a few special guests help us share that life-changing news.
I had to call and let you know, man, that you got the scholarship, you got the Utah Jazz scholarship, and I wanted to be the first to congratulate you, man.
And I wanted to congratulate you on being selected for the Utah Jazz scholarship.
You're joking.
Not at all, man. I just want to say congratulations. You've been chosen to receive the Utah Jazz scholarship.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. That was nice, wasn't it, y'all? What y'all think about that? Let me talk. I'm gonna give y'all a little news because the guys hadn't called me back. I guess Jimmy coming on soon. See, I just didn't want y'all understand. I hope y'all understand me. It's a lot of topics I can get into, but then they'll come back. Did y'all talk about that? I don't talk about this stuff no more. Hey, so I saw some, y'all, where I got some UH basketball, Cougar basketball, and they announced that Hollis Price would move into a position as special assistant to the head coach during the next season. What y'all think about that? And what does that mean to people out there? What does that mean? Help me out. Help me out. Is Trey Phillips? On the feed? Is Chuck McGowan? Who's on the feed that's a key figure in women's basketball? I got a question for him. I saw some yesterday. I need somebody on the feed that's a key figure that follows women basketball extensively. I was looking to see, y'all just let me know if they there. Cause I mean, I can't tell who is on Trey, help me out with this, Trey. I saw some, Trey. And I saw a tweet. Hey man, let me tell y'all something. I love this chop shop, man. I love this chop shop. But remind me to tell y'all something later. Somebody just text me, man. Just remind me, y'all. Y'all remind me. They crazy. In the WNBA, some WNBA news, Trey. They was talking about, they said, I see we're having a discussion about players wanting to be in the WNBA, but not watching and still don't get it. Talking about the young ladies, Trey. Like, I understand it's been around, but how are you not watching the league you're trying to play in? How are you not trying to understand their game better? Trey, this is the first time I've ever heard this. I don't know how true it is. First time I've ever heard it, Trey. But I am curious because I don't know too many young women that plays basketball, summer basketball. I wish Gary Carter was on the feed. I wish Chuck. Y'all help me with this, Trey, because I thought about y'all and had this in mind. Because, a lot of people said, one lady said, it's just so weird to me. I grew up wanting to play because the players I watched and seeing them attain the goal that I wanted as an adult, I still be excited to see those players. Their impact was that important for me. I know I stopped when they okay, Crystal says she stopped, okay? But it's still just because you stopped in here, it's still basketball being shown on TV. It's still women basketball. Are the young girls not watching it? Y'all, if y'all know somebody, help me out. I ain't talking about you, Crystal. I'm talking about the young girls now. We talking about the young women right now. They're not watching. Because I know some young guys don't watch the NBA and tell me they're going to the NBA. How the hell you going to watch something you don't know nothing about it? How you want to be something you don't know nothing about? This person said, I just don't get it. And they said, the reason I'm telling you, Trey, they say it's only on the women's side. They say young guys watch the NBA. They know the players and they have their idols. Why does that not translate, especially considered how much the women in the W do? How much the women in the WNBA do? Why don't it translate? Joe Baldwin, he says the same on the boys' side. But we talking about the women. The women in the WNBA saved this country from a lot of stuff. Y'all don't know. Y'all sitting around here talking crazy about it and taking it for granted. But let me tell you something. They say, oh, Miss McConnell ain't the boss no more. Okay, Trey said they watch, but not as they should. They watch more NBA than WNBA. If you ask most who's their favorite player, they'll say NBA player. And why? This one person said, if I'm being honest, I think it's because the league as it stands isn't where they want to play in. They want to play in what they league that they deserve to play. They deserve to play in. Maybe they think the league is not good enough. I just don't. Ain't but 12 teams. We talked about that yesterday. Ain't but 12 teams. Yeah, it's not interesting. Hey, Walter Yates, I'm going to tell you to keep that opinion to yourself. I don't buy in that opinion. I was stupid because I just didn't watch it. Now that I'm watching them girls play, oh my God. That statement there, okay, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to post what Walter Yates said. And I totally disagree. WNBA is not as interested in college basketball on the women's side, not as competitive in his opinion. I'm glad the opinion is like, everybody got one. Good. That's your opinion. That ain't what I asked you, though. I said, if you know of a young girl, what's up, Abby Pettit? I want to know the young girl's mindset, not an old coach's, old ass man concept. I don't want to hear. I want to know what is happening to the young girls that they don't follow their own sport, Walter Yates. That's I think that's the question. Not whether you like it or not. Why is it only 12 teams? Because there's only 12 teams. How in the hell I know? Hey, Google it and ask. I don't know why it's 12 teams. Who knows? I don't own one of the 12, so I ain't nowhere in the world I can tell you. And Trey Phillips said Dorian Branch did an interview yesterday, and they asked the question, and she said, Candace Parker, they play during our summer season, and I'm not able to be in the gym hanging out. Oh, they play during our summer season and not being able to hang out in the gym. That's no excuse, Coach. You can video the games like I do. No excuse, Trey. You got to give me something better than that. Most don't watch it because they don't truly understand basketball. Mr. Chapman, the young women, all of these women getting scholarships to the Division I college and D1 college, they don't understand basketball. I'm just trying to. Mindy Collins, she said, I personally don't like her commentary. She takes the fun out of it. Who y'all talking about? Candace Parker? Oh, okay. I didn't say nothing wrong with your opinion. I said that's not the question. The question is to Trey Phillips and to the people in the women basketball community, why aren't the young women watching a game that they probably want to play in? That's what I said. The WNBA is what it is years ago when Cynthia Cooper left. What you mean by wasn't what it was? Yeah, we got more than them three now. We got a whole lot of Cynthia Coopers and a whole lot of Lisa Lesson and a whole lot of Cheryl Swoops now. Have you been watching the games? I just came on here yesterday and talked about Sabrina Ionescu. I can't wait to see her play again. DeDe Richards, I can't wait to see her play again. I'm talking about you old ass people. I said the young girls who playing the sports. Y'all old woe out. Let me tell you something. Can't nobody tell y'all nothing because y'all know it all anyway. I'm talking to the young girls. Can't nobody tell y'all nothing. Y'all know it all. I know y'all. All y'all know it all. I understand that. That is Moody said, my daughter watched the WNBA because she grew up watching basketball. Okay. But, I mean, Mindy, if that's something you want to do, shouldn't you watch it? I watch more cheap shows and internet shows and podcast shows, all these kind of shows, more than I've ever watched in my life. You know why? Because I'm in it now. So I want to watch and see what's going on. That's all I'm trying to see, Trey. Okay, we're on the rise. We're changing the culture. Thank you. Thank you, Trey. Thank you. It's on the rise. It's on the rise. So what are you doing to change the culture, Trey? I wish I had you. I wish we could open up the phone line. I want to know what you're doing to change the culture. How can I help? If you notice, I'm talking about women's basketball more than we ever talked on this show before, ever in the history. What else I can do, Trey? What else? Because I'm trying to figure out what can we, should I do a TikTok? Should I do a TikTok thing? Because that's what they look at, TikTok, and put some snippets on TikTok. Maybe they'll see it there. I'm just trying to see, what can we do? Clutch Ball Media said, as it enters its 25th season, the league continues to excel and gain popularity. Yes, it's on the rise. I agree. It's just like this one guy said, check this out. He said, hold on. He said, I've been on the train. This is somebody's tweet. He said, I don't know. He said, I've been on the same train with you all day, and I will stay on, but something just came to me. Could it be for many girls, they don't believe professional basketball is something that they can really happen for them? How many have access to pro players or the coaches in their town or city? Wow. Very few girls. Jimmy, I saw your your text. I have no idea. I try to figure it out. I have no idea. I'm trying to get you in right here. I'm just listening, y'all. I'm just trying to figure this thing out. Walter Yates, ain't nobody even talking to you, man. Man, ain't nobody even talking to you. Sometimes, man, it's all right to sometimes it's just all right to just hold on a minute. We trying to talk to the young women. Then some think about this. The young girls don't have access to we don't have a team anymore in Houston, Jimmy. Ain't but 12 teams. So the 12 teams, Walter Yates, why didn't you say this? We don't have access to what pro players come here, or what pro coaches come here, women's coaches to our town and city. Then the guy said very few girls hoop nationally. It's down in participation for almost 30 years now. It's not growing in terms of girls playing, and that's a huge problem. If you don't have a specialized facility that can work 24/7, you're behind. Impossible for rural to hang with the city. Wow. I mean, it's just something. I mean, I know Jimmy's back now, but it's just something I just wanted to figure out since I saw it. I thought it was an interesting tweet, Jimmy. And the tweet was talking about why the young girls, the young basketball players, they not looking to Jimmy, they don't look at WNBA basketball. But that's where they want to play, but they don't look at it. So if they don't look at it, they're not supporting it. So, I mean, we need more community involvement. Yes, we need a team. We need a team again. You know, but that's all. But I think I got the gist of it, Trey. Trey, I wanted to hear from people like you that's in there. You dealing with these girls every day. Okay? You're dealing with these young women every day. And I see the work that you're doing. You, Chuck McGowan, and I think Coach Baston. Those are the people I'm trying to NECA and trying to do a great job for mentoring in their program. Yes, but that's your program. We got 5 million people in this city, Lawrence Pay. What about the rest of the girls? Glad you said that. What about the rest? And these women, and especially one of them, she gonna be busy everywhere. So, I mean, it's just, I mean, how do we get the young girls? And I know you said it's rising, and I talk about the WNBA more than it's ever been talked about on this show now. And I just wanted to know what we can do and what I can do. See, I'm not one of these people who gonna make all these ignorant ass comments on the thing. What can I do to help? Trey Phillips, send me an email. Whoever that's doing it, what can I do to help? And guess what? And I like everybody else to follow suit instead of running our mouth all the damn time. Just all this talking and all this clown. Let's do some work. Let's do some work. Let's do some work. What's up, Jimmy? What you got? I intentionally not talked about the stuff that you gonna come over and talk about again. So I intentionally talked about something I knew you weren't gonna talk about. So you can talk about all the basketball, all of the anything else. But the floor is open. The floor is open. What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah. Once again, guys, you guys know what time it is. It's Baby Friday again on the Chop Shop. And that is, of course, it's Thursday for you. It's Baby Friday for us. And we got, NBA last night. I'm so glad I stayed up and watched the entire game. I didn't even go anywhere. I watched it from my man cave. Then I went and watched the second half in my recliner. I mean, in the den. Dude.
Think about what you just said.
I'm also so glad.
Think about what you just said. You watched every bit of this game, Jimmy. But it's a certain person said the person who came up with this format should be fired. I ain't gonna call his name out.
And that's his. You really think normally a person that says something like that is saying it because they might lose? I don't think that's the reason that LeBron was.
I don't care what the reason was.
No, he was saying it because of the back to almost play, sit, play, sit, play, sit, play. They would have to be going play, sit, play, sit, play, sit, play all the way on through, which, you know, and so I can see, and he said it while he was coming back from an injury that obviously got re-aggravated that injury. And then you have teammates that's battling injuries. So, and then there's more, you're more prone because of COVID protocols. We just saw one player for Indiana Pacers that just missed their game. Luckily, Indiana put a shellacking on Washington the other night. So, but LeBron James, hey man, that was a very good performance to close out the game last night.
You know, he hit a good shot to hit the game, but there wasn't no great performance to me.
In the second half, they come out the gates with a 7-0 run.
You said they come out. Okay, I thought you were talking about LeBron.
Yeah, but it was spearheaded by him. It was spearheaded by him in the second half. Coming out that gate, they were down 13 at the break. Steph Curry hit the shot at the buzzer, the three to go up from 10 to 13. They come out the second half, the Lakers, and of course, motivated and spearheaded. And you can just see, but LeBron was in facilitating mode. We've seen Bron in scoring mode. He was in passing mode and facilitating mode. He was in traffic directing mode. And then quietly kept. I didn't realize Anthony Davis had 25 points till the game was over with. I'm watching this like it is. I didn't realize he had that many points. You know, you watch some games.
One of 11 with one of those two big guys on the floor with him. Soon as they go out there, well, he can't play with them other big guys on the floor. He was 1 of 11 with them on the floor. And then when they went out, he played better. He was terrible when either Drummond or what's the guy, Montrez was on the floor with him. So they got to figure that out.
And guess what? Well, remember now, matchups against certain teams. So those guys, he can play with them, but just against Golden State, it was a mismatch. It definitely was not in the favor of the Lakers with that personnel. And one thing about it, man, you got to give Frank Vogel some props on that because in the midst of battle, the decision making from a coach, a general manager can tell you who to put on the floor at a certain time, but that coach making a decision like that's called ad-libbing. That's like when called freestyle. What decision he made?
What did decision he make?
The decision to make, he made a couple of decisions in the second half. One, the decision to take Lil Ugly out the game. Lil Ugly was struggling, and he was struggling big time last night. He took him out the game and went in favor of Caruso. And then he took the big fella out the game, Drummond, remember, and put Matthews in the game. That's a decision. That was ad lib. And it worked. It's a gamble that paid off because you put more speed in the game because Golden State does all that moving without the ball. And you put fresh legs in there. Normally, and you put LeBron James back in the game before his regular time, a lot of time. LeBron went out, put LeBron back in there. And those are decisions. Guess what? He gets props for that. Because the Golden State, That was a very winnable game for Golden State. And I think it came down to, you look at it, Hatter, one player that sticks out for Golden State, and that was Draymond. He played 41 minutes and didn't score a single field goal. If they would have got anything on the offensive end from Draymond, mind you.
You gave Frank, did you give Frank Vogel, you give him credit for everything else? You give him credit for that too?
No.
Vogel credit for that?
No, understand something. I don't know what his defensive scheme was against Draymond. I'm talking about something that's on the offense about the decision about putting a certain player on the floor, and it produced. Caruso made a couple of bonehead turnovers, but Caruso made up for every mistake that he made. He made up for it on that court. He played a good brand of basketball. Remember, LeBron James co-signed Caruso three years ago. He co-signed him. And
I got a different take. I just think Golden State got loose with the basketball. They weren't taking the ball. I saw a couple of just bumbles and coming to the middle and bumbles. I mean, maybe it was because everybody talking about the defense and Frank Vogel. I just thought in that second half, these guys just came down, just giving Draymond Green and trying to force the ball in. That pocket pass, it wasn't there. 2 or 3 turnovers. Stephon get loose with the ball. That you can't give a team with LeBron James on. So I blame, instead of giving them other guys credit, I blame Golden State. I blame Golden State for just giving the ball away and giving them guys steam. Once that happened and a couple of easy baskets, I mean, it changed the game. And then guess what? LeBron had to, he saw the one in the middle and hit a shot to beat him. So, I mean, I think Golden State should have beat the brakes off them boys last night. That they had a chance. I tell you what, LeBron them should. I hope they don't play like that against Chris Paul now, and I'm sure they won't.
Hold on. There's going to be a whole different rotation when it comes to them.
I understand that, but I'm talking about last night. I saw Golden State turning unforced turnover, the ball. Got loose with the ball. And when you get loose with the ball and you playing the defending world champions, you deserve to get your butt beat. And the man throw up a Hail Mary to beat you? Come on.
That wasn't a Hail Mary.
That was a Hail Mary.
That wasn't a Hail Mary.
The shot clock was going off. He was rushing to get the ball off before the shot clock. He was rushing to get the ball off. That
wasn't a heave. That was a shot.
Okay.
He shot that ball.
That's your opinion.
He stepped right into that. He shot that. Now, and I went and looked at it again and again and again. Now, if that was one of them heaves, we saw many buzzer beaters that was a heave or a push shot. Did you throw with 2 hands? Bron shot that. And it went in.
That's not a high percentage shot for him.
Hell, none of them does a high percentage when you're shooting like that at
Hail Mary.
Shooting that situation. But he was open when he got it. He was open and he caught it. He was squared up, stepped right into it, and shot it. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't like he got them over a hot potato and just tossed it over his shoulder. Hey man, guess what? That goes into LeBron's. And I didn't realize 97 game tying or lead taking shots LeBron James has made in his career. He's only 3 shy of the all-time leader, which is Kobe Bean Bryant, who has 100 on the dot over the past 25 years. Once again, so for those who say LeBron ain't clutch, he has 97. Under 1 minute to go, in a ball game, shots made that has either tied the game or gave his team the lead.
I don't care what y'all say. I just think it was a Hail Mary. It's all right. It's all right.
Hey, boss. And then he squared up on it after he let it go. And I guess you understand. Why was Steph Curry on him?
It was a scramble play. It was a scramble play. It was a scramble play. It wasn't a set play. It was a scramble play. He was trying to get the shot off before the shot clock.
No, but
Steph like Curry everybody trying to do.
Steph Curry was on him already.
Listen, it went in. I ain't said it didn't go in, but I mean, it takes that from the king. Okay, y'all gonna crown the king.
That goes into your legacy.
Okay, all right.
That's a big shot.
Put that in his legacy then.
If you don't hit that shot, Heather, then you turn around and got to play Friday. Then turn around and you're on the verge of missing the playoffs. Then if you win Friday, you got to turn around and play Sunday. Hold on. After catching the airplane on Saturday morning, that's a lot for guys in the makeup of a guy like LeBron that needs his body to recover.
Oh man,
remember, he's not playing all these back-to-backs like that, like he used to.
I wanted him to lose so he can go and play against the Clippers. He didn't want them Clippers. He could have missed that shot. He didn't want to play them Clippers.
So that's what you say. The Clippers could have won the game and waited on him. How about that? The Clippers could have won. They could have won their last game.
Killed me.
He's been waiting. Say, come on, bro.
You know when we get new people on the show who don't have no clue of who the hell I am? Just because I didn't agree with the shot don't mean I don't like LeBron Sims. Because I don't like the shot and call it a Hail Mary don't mean I don't like LeBron. Damn, fans. You brunsexuals. Y'all, just because, y'all, it's all right to say something against LeBron James. Y'all act like he said something. He not King Jesus. He's a self-proclaimed King James. Y'all take up for him like that's y'all God. I just said he hit a lucky shot to me. Yes, and I'll say it again. He squared up. What'd you say, Jimmy? He squared up. He goosenecked it. But guess what? Shot. I mean, good job. Good job.
Guess what? He ain't done. You're going to get some more of that.
Yeah.
Every round of the playoffs. Remember, he's never lost the first round of the playoffs in his career. This year, number 18, he have never lost the first round playoff series.
What they said, there's a first time for everything.
So you saying Phoenix gonna beat the Lakers? That what you saying right now? You feeling that good about the Phoenix Suns right now?
Let me tell you something.
Chris
I'm
Paul.
not feeling. Listen, y'all got to realize right now, I'm not feeling any kind of way because y'all know I'm not a fan about this, man. I just hate you. I hate these people just sucking LeBron off so much. I don't. Yeah, they sound like damn Cowboy fans. I'm just sick of them. Yes, he good. Hold up. Before I go there, this for Simeon right here. Jimmy, I took a picture of this the other day. Hold on. I got some notes. Okay. This how I feel about LeBron, Simeon. Tremendous basketball ambassador. Fantastic husband and father. Stephen A. I had to do my Stephen A. Smith thing. Generous philanthropist. I agree with that. Hollywood power broker. I love that. Get out the vote. Y'all know I love that. I talked about it on the damn show, and he talking about I hate LeBron. Hold on. Incredible actor. Now, I don't know about that. Author and builder of schools and books. I talked about that on this show the first day they did it, Simeon. All around good guy. I don't know about the all around good guy part. This Stephen A. Smith. But Simeon, I think all of those things about LeBron James. So guess what? I got the right to say, ain't nowhere in the world I thought he was gonna hit that shot, and I didn't, and I just didn't, and he hit it. It's okay. I'm good. But I had the biggest bronzesexual on the phone calling me last night. He ain't never did this. Chris Walker. He ain't came on the show today. He come, man, Anthony Davis ain't nothing. LeBron look old. This dude here ain't this. Dennis Schroeder. I don't even know his damn name. I'm sitting there listening. I said, I said, dude, it's going to be okay. Jimmy, guess what I told him? I said, player, it's going to be okay. Guess what? He trying to lose this game so he can play the Clippers. That man hung up the phone in my face, man.
Did you call him back after the game was over?
I ain't calling back.
Because I can guarantee you to say a whole different thing. Now, first of all, you know Stephen A. Smith, whenever he does that, and you just follow suit.
Yes,
both of y'all are being, listen, that's called being facetious. That's what that is. So that's what that's called. So and he does it's purposely being facetious on that.
Jimmy, the first time LeBron ever did anything about the I Promise schools and the money that he took, I reported this stuff on the show. I love what he does. But
Stephen A. did too.
I cannot like him hitting a 3-pointer on my boy Stephen Curry. I don't like that. I love Steph Curry.
The narrative that was immediately planted last night in the Sports Center after the show, because it was ESPN televised.
What was the narrative?
Stephen A. Smith in the LA studios. He came in there with Stan and Lynn LeCone, and he said he called it luck. And that's saturated overnight.
Okay.
He said it was a lucky shot. Okay. And then that's what the narrative that was painted from that side. So that meant everybody who was neutral or anti-LeBron, it gave ammunition to go and build that leading into this morning when they came back for his first take show. But at the same time, my thing is this. The thing is this, Hal. If he's on the verge, and he will surpass Kobe Bryant's record of 100 clutch shots with under 1 minute to go in the history in the last 25 years of the NBA. Not the history of the last 25 years. He will blow that out of the water before he's done. He's only 3 shots left.
Awesome.
That means if the Lakers are down by 2 and LeBron hits a shot to tie it up, he would have number 98. That means if the other team go down and score and he comes back and hit a 3 and they go up by 1, that means he would have number 99. He could tie that in one game.
Awesome. I think that's
so understand. So my question is, how can, if a man is right at the cusp of becoming the most clutch player in the NBA, under 1 minute to go, the most clutch defined by the shots you made to tie or take the lead in the last 25 years, the most clutch, then how can when he hit a clutch shot, somebody say, I didn't expect him to hit that? That's kind of Steph Curry ain't in that list.
It's easy. That's easy. I just said it. You ask how? It's easy as hell. It came out of my mouth and it ain't changed yet. You ain't changed my opinion just yet. I think great shot, LeBron. Great shot, LeBron.
So next, speaking of NBA, we got also last night. It really was a good game, and I actually watched the closing. I watched pieces and of course the ending of the San Antonio and Memphis game. That was a really, really good game, man. Good young guys on that court getting out. What's his name? Cut all his hair off. Hell, I didn't even know who he was at first. Murray. The little boy who Deshaun Watson took his gal. You know.
No. Deshaun, no. Deshaun Watson did not take his gal. Don't put that in the atmosphere. They had broke up. They broke up. Yes,
yes,
really.
They did, but you think that she didn't know Deshaun didn't know who she was while them two were together?
Hell yeah.
You think he didn't slide there? Remember, based on what we've heard about Deshaun Watson, you think he didn't go up in that DM and say, "Hey, big head"?
No. Hey, what he say? What'd you say?
Hey, big head.
Hey, y'all, do people actually do that? Talk about, hey, big head. Do people actually do that in your DM? Somebody on here, do people actually do that in your DMs? I'm just asking, because I ain't never said that. I ain't never said that.
Wait, try to say, man, y'all done? Come on over to this game. I got some good seats for you. I'm gonna put you in this section. And boy, and speaking of Deshaun, he put a video out of him working out. And it looks and it sounds more and more like the Rockets, and understand business. They are working to trade him. but remember, it's a buyer and seller that makes the market. And in this situation, with the draft already taking place, a lot of teams now going to these OTAs. I mean, what they call it, the volunteer
OTA.
workout. That's what it OTA. That's what a lot of teams are going to these OTAs, these rookies and stuff, and they're seeing some stuff. And now it gives them time to try to put together deals. Well, a lot of teams, the buyers know that your product is tainted and it could possibly come with a suspension down the line, possibly. So understand, this stuff is really important. Why am I going to give up some valuable goods for him and he may not be able to play with me for 8 weeks, 6 weeks, 4 weeks of a season of that 17 weeks this year in the NFL? So this is the thing. Trust me, the Texans, they've done their self-imploding by allowing certain players to get away for pennies on the dollar. Also, for going and allow their beloved J.J. Watt to go and get away. Remember, over on the decline. Oh Lord, have mercy. That's C-Ball. And so now they're gonna get rid of Deshaun. But what are they gonna get for him? Guess what? Whatever they get for him, it can't possibly be worse than a deal. Trust me, the Texans, if you're listening right now, nobody gonna laugh at you. Because whatever you get for Deshaun Watson, it would not possibly be worse than what the Rockets got for James Harden. It would not be worse than what they got for James Harden. I'm gonna bundle this like the cable providers. What you got for James Harden plus Russell Westbrook, it can't possibly be worse than Oladipo, John Wall, and 2 draft picks. It can't possibly be worse than that. So whatever the Texans give him, it got to be to the good. Go on and make the move. Let the man get out of his misery. You going on and be in rebuilding mode. Trust me, we had the Houston Oilers, not the 1980s version. We had the post-Warren Moon version. We had the post-Warren Moon version. And guess what? We've been there before in the city. It gives us more time to go to happy hour. It gives us more time to not buy your jerseys. It gives us more time to free up money to go and do other things than to worry about chasing you and worry about falling in love with you again. So tip my lid to the Texans. Welcome Chris Walker to the
Chris
Chop
Walker's
Shop.
in the building. Chris Walker.
You know what that dance I was doing called? I still can't see my comments, Hal. I think
Chris, I don't know. I don't know why you don't. I mean, it's something wrong with this. You just got to get you another device, man. I'm sorry. You just can't see it. You can't see it.
You know what that dance
let me help you out. Let me help you out. Watch this. I'm going to click something. I bet you can see this. Watch this. I bet you see that. Chris Walker and went to confessional before the game. Yeah.
You know what that's called?
Hey, Chris, it's a person on this feed.
That's called a cane dance. The cane dance.
Hold on. We got an echo, Chris. Chris, is your volume down? Watch your volume on your device.
Well, what's going on?
I got an echo.
Well, it can't be me because I'm only signed. It can't be me.
Yeah,
but anyway,
you just came off.
Do
you have another device on Bluetooth? If you have another device on Bluetooth, take the Bluetooth off. Take the Bluetooth off the other device.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it off my phone.
But it's okay. It's okay. But now, Chris, it's a person on this feed was really chopping you up last night, texting me last night. I ain't gonna call their name, but I'm gonna put on my earpiece so.
I'm turning my stuff off, so I don't know why it's doing that.
No, it's okay. It'll get better.
Chris, we just talked about the Lakers a while ago, and
I don't want to talk about the Lakers.
We talked about their win.
He should have came on early.
Why you want to talk about the Lakers?
We talked about them a while ago. You missed it. We talked about the Lakers. We talked about them a while ago. I mean, they won the game. Good shot.
But they won the game. See, these are the kind of guys. I'm gonna start calling you. I already got a name for Hatter already. It's called Kwame Hatter, right? And I'm gonna call Jimmy Bayless. That's what I'm gonna start doing. Jimmy Bayless and Kwame Hatter. That's y'all names from now on.
Hey man, don't call Jimmy no white dude. Give him a black dude.
Skip Bayless. I'm sitting there listening to him. I'm like, you sound like Skip. Oh, then when he talk about Steph Curry, oh my God, he makes these unbelievable shots.
Yes.
Then when LeBron made one, it was no time on the clock. It was a launcher. I'm like,
man, no. Chris, Chris,
And
I'm
I got
fin-
one for you. I
I'm
got
finna,
one
I'm
I
finna
got
do.
one for you.
Okay, come on.
So last night, obviously, he went to Club Shay Shay. I was talking to you all night last night, Adam. And he went to Club Trip Dub. He went out with his favorite girlfriend, Trip Dub, right? That he always go out with. So I started Googling some stuff. Because when you're LeBron, you gotta Google everything because you call me a Bron sexual, just because I know what real basketball is and a real true player. Because y'all around there following Mikey Williams. I watched that mess. Y'all around there following him and his 3 million followers, which is crazy to me. That's a whole nother thing, Jimmy. But Jimmy getting a check off that hat. Don't worry about it. But what I'm saying is this really
You damn Skippy. Whether they play or not. You damn now as Karen Purse say, now carry on. Carry on.
Big Perk said carry on. I'm gonna carry on. So I'm looking at Oscar Robertson, right? I looked at triple doubles all time. Do you know out of all those triple doubles that Oscar Robertson had, do you know he only had 8 in the playoffs? And then I looked at your homeboy, and I'm not even listen. James Harden. LeBron got 99 triple doubles in the playoffs. 99, I want to say all time. James Harden's got 56. I want to say 56 triple doubles. Do you know how many triple doubles that James Harden has had in the playoffs? 3. Do you know how many Michael Jordan's had in the playoffs ever? Wait for it. 0. Do you know how many LeBron James had? 28. Actually, if we count the play-in, which is ridiculous because I don't know what they're going to count that as, Magic got 30. He got 29. So he going to break that record too. So I just want to put that out there. All them dudes.
Hold on. Can I interject here?
Absolutely.
Why
I can't see the boom boom room.
I told you. Why you bringing up a stat that either you and some of these people on this Facebook feed, when another player does it, when
it's called Google. It's called Google.
No. When another player average it for a whole season, it don't mean nothing. So what you say? Hold up. What's his name? What is his name? Oscar Robertson. He got it. It don't mean nothing. But now since LeBron does it,
no.
Hold up. When LeBron does it, like Jimmy, talking about the clutch shots. When LeBron does it, y'all, what has that man did to y'all?
Nah, man.
What is he did to y'all?
All I'm doing is looking at the numbers. The dude got one leg. Draymond trying to take his eye. He still get a triple double now.
What has that man did to y'all?
Can I finish? All I'm saying is all them dudes that are getting triple doubles like Westbrook, he got like 3 in the NBA playoff history. 3. So guess what they do? They do them all when it's meaningless.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Be careful.
So LeBron has some meaningless ones too, because he done lost more than all that. He done lost.
Has he?
He lost.
He's 84 games. He's 84 games above 500 in the playoffs. I had somebody.
How many championships he lost? I
was talking to you last night. You guys got to understand. Y'all need to do overtime at night when I'm talking to Hatter instead of the chop shop, Jimmy. Because Hatter says some of the most ridiculous stuff in the world. This is what Hatter said last night. The Spurs were playing the Thunder. No, not the Thunder. They were playing the Grizzlies. And I said, man, DeMar DeRozan is 5 for 21. And what did you say when I said that? You made a dirty, nasty comment just disrespecting the man, right? And then you said he was a loser in Toronto.
I did not say that, Chris. You talked to somebody else. No.
Yes,
I don't talk.
Did.
No, zero,
I said
Chris, you talked. Chris, you didn't talk to me doing. You didn't talk to me doing that game. You talked to me doing the Wisconsin game.
You said they was getting the brakes beat off of them.
Yeah, but we don't talk about. I would never say that boy was a loser. No, I didn't say that. No,
you said he never won nothing. That's what you said. He couldn't win in Toronto.
Well, that's true. What? That's true.
See, so now I got you. So now you're going down that rabbit hole. You say he couldn't win in Toronto. I said, Hatter. The only reason why Kawhi won is because LeBron left.
I wasn't in on that conversation, Chris. You was talking to some. Chris, you talked to more than me last night.
No, I talked to you because you love Schroeder so much, and you see what Schroeder did. He almost threw the game because he up there, he playing. I mean, seriously, Jimmy, Dennis Schroeder look like
Jimmy loves Schroeder now. Slow down. Jimmy loves
Jimmy
Schroeder.
don't love.
Yes, he do.
So he hates LeBron and loves
No,
Schroeder.
no, I dig Lil Ugly, man. I dig him. He just had. I'm understanding.
please,
Dude,
he's terrible.
Lil Ugly was opposite Steph Curry. Steph Curry in a groove, one of the hottest players. Matter of fact, ain't no one of. Steph Curry's the hottest player right now on the planet. Hey, come on, man. And they daunted him with the task of trying to contain Steph Curry.
What about when they put the bald eagle on him?
The who?
Huh?
The bald eagle, Caruso. What about when they put him on him?
He held him to 37 points. Okay. He held him to 37 points. Okay.
But
Caruso,
They had to take Dennis Schroeder out the game. I said, man, get that dude out the game.
Yes, and that's so who made that decision? The coach made a good decision.
Frankie V said you got to go.
The coach made a good decision. It paid off. It paid off.
Because Lil Ugly trying to get a contract. I got a problem with Lil Ugly right now. He's not the big three, man. It's the big 2.5. It's the big 2 1/3 right now. But anyway, as I said, guys.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Stop the show. Paul Miranda.
Hey, yes.
Don't put. Yes. Let us know that. No, that's no. Is that true?
What happened?
It's a great friend of mine. Man, no.
Yeah, about Lawrence Johns of the Dallas Seawolves. They are reporting. I mean, I say reporting, meaning in the boom boom room, that he has died of a heart attack. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking in the phone,
Jimmy,
I'm going
it
through
might be true, Jimmy. While the show was going on, somebody called me and he said, call me directly after the show, and he happened to be a friend of his. So that's it might be. Gosh, no.
And John and he called me just the other day, this week, and I missed the call. Yeah, and I forgot to call him back. I missed the call, and I'm looking back at my phone, like, damn. So anyway, guys, this is heart grabbing news. This guy is one of the grassroots. A lot of people know him with the Dallas Seawolves, and we've had him on the Chop Shop.
Yeah,
we've had him on the Chop Shop.
Yeah, he's been on.
And one of the most animated, one of the best shit talkers. It is in grassroots basketball. Man, you gotta love him, because if he gets up behind you, he's the John Urie of Dallas. Put it like that. As far as when you're talking about promoting their kids and embracing the moment. Matter of fact, him and John Urie, I think I paired their teams against each other in one of my recent events. But just because they were talking so much smack, and they wanted to see you can just out smack each other on the sidelines. But Lawrence Johns,
that's unfortunate.
Man, that's tough. What we do now, guys, we ask you guys to go and share the show to your timelines and to your hoop groups. We'll go to a quick commercial break and come right back, and we'll try to recharge our batteries to take you guys through the second half of the hour. You guys hang right there. Share the show. Do that for us real quick. Be right back.
Share that 3-point shot, Hatter, while they share this.
The Cox Pradier Law Firm. Big city, big town, big settlement. Your fight is our fight. Need legal advice? You know who to call. Personal injury, wrongful death, car accidents, premise liability, serious injuries. 1-800-HURT-NOW. The Cox Pradier Law Firm. Big city, big town, big settlement. Your fight is our
I got 19
Welcome back to the Chop Shop.
Boy, you stupid,
Hey, y'all,
boy.
I couldn't play the music because that's some copyrighted music. But that was Chris Walker was doing when LeBron won last night. That's the
Kang dance.
That's the Kang dance he was doing.
Dance.
Hey, but did y'all see this? This how I had to show this again, Jimmy. This how what's the boy name? Andrew Wiggins was playing LeBron in the first half like this. Hey, y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody said that's how Andrew Wiggins was guarding LeBron James in the first half. Just like that. Man, y'all, I am so sorry, but I had to have something to make me laugh, man. Cause the guy that I consider.
I don't know why you act like you didn't have that conversation with me last night. That's what's funny.
What conversation I had with you last night?
Because why did you call me every time? You like, oh man, hey Jimmy, here's Hatter, Jimmy.
Chris,
this kind of humanitarian your boy Robert Hatter is that you do the Chop Shop with. They basically take out LeBron James' retina and cornea. Draymond Green with his dirty playing butt, slap him in the eye. Didn't go for the ball 1 iota. Did not go for the ball.
he did this here.
And you know all those Bron sexual hate, all them Bron haters. Oh, Jordan would have let him take. He'd have took both eyes out, and Jordan still shot his free throws. Kobe would have did this, dude. Let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all, I went to a lot of numbers last night. There's a lot of people that y'all give a lot of credit to that possibly don't deserve it.
Just Chris, you know what, Chris? We can't say it. Chris, if anybody else would have said that, I would believe it. But you discount everything that happens in the NBA. They can't coach, they can't GM, they can't own, they can't play. You don't.
I didn't say that.
You
I
don't
didn't say
hold.
that. I didn't say that.
Can't nobody in the NBA do nothing but LeBron James.
I know one thing.
No.
You did,
Huh?
when you put that Capuzzo glorified tape up there, I was done with you.
Should I play it again?
No, you won't play it again. You won't play LeBron's shot. Play LeBron. LeBron making his 3-point shot with one eye.
I just didn't even think about it. It just wasn't even that.
Hey man, I got some great news. I know Jimmy. I don't know if you ever met my little brother, but I don't know if people noticed he had.
Jimmy just sent me, so I'm sorry. Man, don't be sending me nothing like that to make me laugh, man.
Hold on, Chris. Hold on. You didn't hear what Chris saying. Say it again,
What
Chris.
you say, Chris?
I was telling my brother had cancer, man, and he rang the cancer bell, so he beat cancer.
Oh,
Yeah, he did it today.
Hold on, Chris.
And then.
Hold on, Chris. Hold on.
But Hatter. But then he messed it up, and look what I just sent you. Put that on the screen. He messed it up because he can't stand LeBron. And look what he sent me.
That's why I like your brother. I'm trying to put it up now. That's why I like
You
your
already
brother.
know what he said. You know what I'm saying? Like soon as he do something good, he gonna put that up there.
I like your brother way more than you.
Disrespectful.
So
It's
he bumping.
disrespectful.
So LeBron is bumping Johnson now.
No, he got one eye. Remember, he said he only had one eye.
Oh, I couldn't see that eye. Oh, okay.
As far as Whitaker with that one eye.
Oh, man, y'all wrong for that, man. Y'all wrong for that, man. Y'all keep on talking. I'm going to bring up that little ugly ass shot in a minute Jimmy was bragging about.
Yeah, bring that shot up, man.
I'm going to bring up that little terrible.
4-foot shot.
But where we going? What were we talking about, Jimmy, before we left?
Well,
So Jimmy, they get rid of Deshaun. They moving on from Deshaun.
no, they're trying, but then nobody understand in business, nobody's gonna give you what you want or what you're asking for a product when you know that if you're not sure that he's gonna even be able to play for me the entire not because of physicalities, but because of his legal problems. And nobody, and that's the whole thing. That's the problem.
It don't
But
have to be
still, though,
criminal
it
charges.
could be.
It's contract.
It could be. They haven't gave him.
Contract.
They haven't gave him a no bill. They haven't no billed him yet. They're still in the investigative stage.
I looked at some of the
Jim,
comments of Busby and some of
Conduct
the comments of
detrimental
Justin
to the
Hardy.
league.
I understand
Conduct
that.
detrimental to the league.
I understand that, but that doesn't mean they're going to excommunicate him forever.
I ain't
And
say
Hatter, he
forever.
already got his guaranteed money, right, Hatter? How's that work?
Not
got
yet.
his signing
This
bonus.
contract, you remember this contract is an extension. It don't kick in till after this year. That was an
So
extension.
he didn't get a signing bonus?
Yeah, but if they gonna pay him, they gonna pay him. If he's suspended, if he's on the commissioner's suspend list, he'll be able to get paid. He just can't play. And then they'll have to work out that thing between the trade then. But I don't think he'll ever play for these. He'll never play for these guys again.
No, he's not. He knows that. They know that.
Huh?
And that's the thing. But moving forward, of course, that it's. I'm trying to look and see his signing bonus was $27 million of the 156.
That's all happened.
I didn't look at his deal. Shit, I didn't do it. I didn't care. Shit.
But he was guaranteed $73 million at signing. Mm-hmm. But his bonus was 27 of that. So he's guaranteed, but at the same time, now how do you mention conduct?
They can't mess with his money. They ain't gonna be able to. Don't worry about the money. He gonna get his money. The thing is, when you go on a suspension, that's why I hope Goodell put him on the suspension list. See, what I don't want him to do is not show up. So if he don't show up for camp or don't show up, then that's when they can ask for their bread back. But if Goodell put him on the suspension list, he still get paid. And he's going to suspend. He's going to have because he damaged the league. He damaged the shield in some way. So they're going to have to suspend him, or the Me Too women going to come at him hard. I mean, it's going to cut him. I put it like this, y'all. We got to just let this thing play out. It's a whole lot of moving parts behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know about. It's we just got to let it play out. Let it play out. He won't be your quarterback this year, though. Y'all gonna have Tyrod Taylor this year. Okay, y'all good?
Oh Lord, y'all gonna be like y'all gonna be
remember
like
the Texans open up this year. Well, it don't. Well, that Chris, it don't. That part don't. You know what? Who's expecting them to do greater than that anyway? I think that a lot of people use the Houston Texans as a reason to go and tailgate, to go and party, to go and cook and have a cookout. Yeah. A lot of people the Texans, because one thing about it, their marketing department created with that logo, the Toro. It's synonymous and it's deep into the Mexican and the Latino community.
Yes, it
the
is.
bull, because of bullfight. So that Toro mascot is huge in Houston. That's why the
you mean the name that they stole from the real team in Texas? The name that they stole from the real team in Texas? That team? Because once upon a time there was a team called the Dallas Texans. If I'm not mistaken,
that's the old Cowboys. But they don't own it no more.
Dallas Texans.
Yeah, the Dallas Texans. They used to be the Cowboys. Yeah, it was
what the Houston Chris. I went and I looked it up. What they did when they came up with that mascot, it was a way, because for years, like you had the Houston Oilers, right, and then you had you had the Houston Gamblers, which is USBL. USFL. So what they did was they came up with a mascot that would make a person in San Antonio or Austin or Brownsville can root for the Texans, because now it makes you feel like you are like that's you. You don't have to be in Houston to be down with the Houston Texans. So when I read about the marketing part of it, that was big. And guess what? And it works. It works. It really did. And so that's why I'm saying that marketing department, they and Chris, you've been out of town. If you ever passed by the Astrodome or the Reliant, whatever you want to call it, on a Sunday morning, dude, that tailgating is off the chain.
He don't care. He don't care, Jimmy. You try to explain it to him. He don't care. But I got something for him. I'm gonna give you something you care about. I'm gonna give you something you care about. Now we're echoing again. I'm gonna give you something. Let me play your little. Let me play your little shot, and maybe you'll be happy for a minute.
Hey, never underestimate. Oh boy, with that Dior jacket over there. Listen, never underestimate. The heart of
the airtime. the airtime that Drake got last night was worth the ticket in advertising space. If he would have tried to advertise and get a commercial on ESPN last night, it would have cost more than it did for him to buy his tickets and sit courtside at that Lakers game.
And next to Michael,
So that's a smart move for him. Smart investment for him.
Yeah.
What them tickets
For last night, probably about 20, probably about 25 for that game.
Oh,
25,000?
No. I'm talking about the regular people up there. Down there on them. Oh, dude, don't even know.
No,
25,000, not 2,500.
Oh, okay, 25. Okay.
Probably about 25.
Okay.
Oh, I think you said 2,500. I'm like, not for that seat.
No, not for this.
No, 25,000.
Guess what the cheapest ticket to get in the Atlanta Hawks game? 900, about 1,000 now. 900, some almost 1,000 to get in the Atlanta Hawks game.
Just watch the Atlanta Chickens. Come on, man. Come on.
The cheapest ticket, Jim.
Come on.
They spread it out, but the cheapest ticket. And the Lakers had a unique situation last night. They had a vaccinated section. If you're vaccinated, you can get in this section, man. Hey, the Lakers ain't playing out there, man. But that's all right. They're gonna get their head beat in when Chris Paul get through with them. Now, where all your haters, where all your brunch at? Yes.
Why they gotta be brunch?
Hey, Chris, they got to come a long way, Jim, from the 7th seed. For the 7th seed,
the 7th, they still have to win the same amount of games. What are you talking about?
They coming from a 7th seed trying to win a championship. Boy,
dude, they were 12 and 15 without LeBron in the lineup.
I don't care.
They were 12 and 15, and LeBron's been back there 3-0, and he just had a trip dub. And they going to Phoenix. It's going to end in 5 or 6, and then hopefully the Clippers.
They don't play the Clippers to the conference final.
I understand that. Hopefully the Clippers get past the Jazz.
The
Clippers get past the Jazz.
Okay.
We're gonna tap their head off too, and then guess what we're gonna have? Because I don't think the Nets gonna make it to the championship.
The who?
Nope. Nah, they're not making it to the championship.
I don't want to hear you. Jimmy, what's our next subject, man? I don't want to talk to him no more. Jimmy, I saw something that affected you.
Man.
Jimmy,
one of the dudes gonna get hurt, bro.
Jimmy, I saw something that affected you in the news, player. I saw your live period stuff. Yeah, a live period. You gonna be able. Hold up, I put it in the NCAA. Hold on, I put it under my NCAA stuff. Hold on, y'all. Jimmy, it's gonna be live again. Talk to me.
June 18th.
Yeah. I mean, and I remember I mentioned that on the Chop Shop about 2 weeks ago, and I said I had intel. One of my guys that was in the meeting when they had, and they just had to go and pass it on through that they were going to do 3 live periods in July, and yesterday the NCAA made it official. There will be 3 live weekends: the 8th through the 11th. Then they go that following weekend, and then the weekend after, starting on Thursday through the Sunday. So 3 live weekends for grassroots,
Chris.
And it would be preceded by 2 live weekends for those who play with their high school teams only in June. Those are the last 2 weekends of June. That would be if you play with your high school. So here's what I'm saying. Grassroots coaches out there, listen to me closely. Listen up. If you are in a situation and you wonder why a lot of high school coaches are how would I say, they feel some kind of way about you, or they won't let you in their gyms to practice, or they make things difficult for you, take this advice from the OG. Do not schedule any tournaments if the half of your team is going to be playing with their high schools in June. Get the hell out the way. Relax. Take your kids to the beach. Go to the movies. Go ride go-karts. Or as Chris Walker say, go cut yards and paint a house or something. But don't go and schedule your grassroots team and try to make your kid and his parents feel that they got to choose because you had it on your schedule already. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. That's going to be the most selfish.
What if they did have it on their schedule already?
Okay, guess what? Guess what? If you got half of your team, that's what I'm saying. If pretty much 40% or more of your team is going to be playing with their high schools. So now it's time to communicate. Get with your parents and ask your parents to get with their high school coaches and find out if they intend on playing in any of the 2 events in your particular state at the end of June. And please let you know so that you'll know. It's like doing roll call. And then it won't be going into the last minute. And then now they got to figure that you're trying to sell them. Because understand something. This is the only time in the non-scholastic season calendar that playing with your high school is far greater value than playing with your grassroots team. I said it again. The last 2 weekends of June is the only time playing with your high school is far greater. And here's why it's far greater. Because it's live for Division I coaches to come out when they watch you in the last 2 weekends of June. Division I coaches can't come see your summer team play in the last 2 weekends of June.
During that time. Okay.
So that's why it's greater. No matter what high school you play for, your son go to, it's a far greater opportunity to be playing with his high school on those 2 weekends.
But don't usually in June do people relax anyway? Most programs
camp. It's normally camp month.
Camp month.
It's normally camp month. And Chris Walker speak on that. What do normally in June? What are the college coaches doing in June?
They're chilling. They're on vacation. But that doesn't apply now because of COVID. Those guys haven't been on the road in a year, man. They're going to be everywhere. They're going to be out recruiting. Now, here's what I will say, and I was actually giving someone some advice on this the other day. You have a better chance of being recruited playing for your summer team than your high school team. The problem is that more rules, the way the rules have been constructed, it favors the summer guy. That's why the summer guy has always been more important, because you can go see a far number greater teams when you go to big tournaments than you can by going to watch a single high school game. Now, what the NCAA trying to do is they're trying to level the playing field. Here's the problem. High school coaches don't care about recruiting like that. They care about winning city championships, man. They don't care about recruiting. But guess what? An AAU coach, he don't care about city championships. He cares about having relationships with college coaches and going to college games and talking to college coaches on the phone. So it's a problem with them trying to say, well, you know what? We're going to make the high school coach, more important in the situation. The high school coach got to want to be more important in the situation. So this notion that you're going to go against what the summer coach is doing, summer basketball is here to stay. Stop the nonsense. Work with them and not against them. You're dealing with a college coach who cares not if the high school coach helps him or the summer coach helps him. He doesn't care. All he wants to do is get the player. So not working together is not advantageous to the kid. It doesn't matter. So the bottom line is, if the scouting, if you're a summer coach, the same way Jimmy just say, if you're a high school coach, don't schedule anything. If you're a summer coach, don't schedule nothing when they can play with their high school team. Don't do that. Let them play with their high school team. Now, I will say this though, things are different now. If there's a high school tournament and college coaches can come out and the EYBL has an event during the dead period, which they wouldn't do, I would go to EYBL. I would still wouldn't play with my high school team. Yeah. I would go because of video now. Right. Because of video.
I got you.
Things are much different now.
I got you.
But it doesn't make sense since COVID's been in effect. It doesn't make sense now not to play with your high school team, because college coaches are going to be out like crazy because they have not been able to put their eyes on kids. They're going to be out like crazy. The question is, with these rules, Jimmy, in which I don't know, like California and Arizona and Texas, they had all these crazy rules where the high school associations didn't comply, and then they couldn't have events. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know, because I remember Texas, one of those places.
Say it again now. Say that part again.
Remember last year, you had the issue where you can have the Texas and California could have these events, and the associations decided not to participate, so Texas didn't have events. And that hurt
Texas
kids.
is having one. They're having one this year.
Okay.
So the Texas Association of Basketball Coaches, a TABC, they are having one. It would be in Dallas, the DFW area.
What kind of event is that going to be? With high school teams?
Yes, high school team. It'll be alive for Division I coaches,
so
and it would be.
I think that's what Marissa talking about. Jim.
Why in the world? I get why they're doing it's such antiquated thinking because TABC, they dinosaurs, right? I don't understand why we're empowering the TABC, right? When those certain organizations could care nothing about the recruiting process and summer basketball. They could care nothing about it. So why are you empowering them? I don't get it.
What do you mean? When you say why are you empowering? Who you saying? Who you talking about?
Because the way the rules are constructed, they're trying to get high school coaches more involved. And Jimmy, you know, like I know, most high school coaches, not all of them, this is a stipend for them.
Yeah,
this is not part of their job description.
But no, this is not a stipend. This is not a stipend for them. That's the pushback that some are getting.
They got to do something extra, is what I'm saying. They don't get paid to do this.
Well, here's the deal. Here's the deal. The way this works, Chris. The National Federation of High Schools. They're the governing body, and the NCAA working joint with the NCAA and the way that they did it for these June events is they pretty much allowed it. Any state can host an event. Right. Well, and you're not supposed to use the services of a third party, meaning that anybody that does not work for a school, that's not an employee of a school district, you are not supposed to be involved in the ticket taking, the door person, the administrative procedures of that event.
Why
now,
not, Jim? Why?
Huh?
Why?
Well, because that means it would be just like a third party running an event in June, and to keep it clean. Even though some people that are high school coaches are also summer coaches, so it's no problem. It's a growing number, especially in the state of Texas. Every program out there has one school coach, whether it be middle school or high school. I mean, pretty much 90. I would say 75% of them on the high school level has at least one coach under their umbrella that's a scholastic coach. Now, here's what I'm saying. There's only one, the governing body of Texas is the UIL. The UIL gets to deem, they get one governing body that can host the tournaments. Because at first, I remember I checked on this 2 years ago. And that was when they first started doing this. They did it 2 years ago and Texas opted to not do so. As you said, Chris, Arizona was one of the few states that hopped in. California said no. So everybody had to go to Arizona and a couple other states as well. Well, here's what they said. When in doing this event, the UIL gets to deem one governing body. So that means it's going to be the TABC, which is the largest collection of coaches in the state of Texas. It could be TAPS. It could have been SBC. It could have been the organization that Alan Branch used to run. But then that was the trick. No, only one governing body that the NCAA is going to approve. Now you can, because understand the other guys ain't got to go through the UIL, but the NCAA is going to approve only one. And they anointed the UIL. The UIL gave it to the TABC, and that's kind of like how it tractions on off. And disaster. But it's the opportunity. Understand something. There's a lot of coaches. You are absolutely right. A lot of coaches out there, they feel that this just now it takes them and it forces them into a space which they didn't care to be in. A lot of high school coaches out there, believe it or not, they did not want to be turning the keys and opening their gymnasiums up to basically have a de facto practice in the month of June to prepare for these events. It's only going to be one in Texas. It's 2 live weekends, but it's only going to be one in Texas. And in me, if I was a TABC or the UIL, they should have did one weekend Tech in Dallas and did another one, the second weekend in Greater Houston. Jimmy, that's what it should have been.
That's my point, Jimmy. Like, why would you turn that over to them? And if they care about their kids, you're talking about the most fertile state in the country for recruiting. You're gonna have one damn weekend where everybody can't play. You could have done 2 weekends and you don't do it. It doesn't make sense. That is insane. and you're gonna put it in their hands, and that's one of the recruiting weekends. It's idiotic. It's idiotic, man. Idiotic. They need new leadership over there, bro. Because if they cared about the kids, right, they would make sure they have 2 weekends. That's what they would do. It's silly.
And of course,
0 sense.
And Solo says he echoes your statement earlier, Chris. He says high school ball is not how kids get scholarships. Summer ball is when they get their looks. Now,
absolutely.
That's in the regular flow of things. Absolutely correct. But in this, there will be some kids that will get a look and will get noticed because everybody doesn't play for the marquee team. When those coaches go out that first weekend, you could best believe the vast majority is going to of the top tier coaches will be at Peace Jam. Then the other ones will be in Atlanta. Will be in Atlanta at the Under Armour event. That's what 75%.
But Jimmy, will be there. Even when they do the TABC or whatever you want to call it, you got to understand there's so many kids there. The only chance, I shouldn't say the only chance, the best chance you got of getting a look, it still becomes the same as a summer. Unless you playing with a dude that they already know, they ain't just walk into the gym and say, well, let's see who we can find. They already know who they coming to see. They just don't walk in games and say, well, let's just watch court 4 and see who shows up. That's not what they do. You know what that's called? Wasting time. They know who they're coming to see before they come there. So it almost becomes like a summer thing anyway. Hey, let's put this team against that team. Because they got this player, they got that player. And most of the coaches are going to watch those games because they can only watch one court at one time. So it becomes, if you play on a sorry high school team, they're probably not going to see you unless you play against a good team that has a recruitable athlete on it. Right or wrong, Jimmy? They're not going to see you. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, if you really wanted to make this thing work, let the summer guys get involved because they know how to match things up the right way to get kids more exposure. High school coaches don't know how to do that.
They don't want y'all to be involved. They don't want them to be involved because we wind up going to court and it wind up being on TV.
Nah, please. That's not what it is, man. That's ridiculous, man. They put the dude. Hey, that's ridiculous. That's a terrible statement. It has nothing to because
how the hell is a terrible statement? That's how they feel. I ain't talking about how you feel.
Hold up. Give me a question. What AAU coach went to jail from what happened with the Adidas thing?
The dude down there, I mean, wait a minute. They were because of the scandal. Because of the scandal, somebody went to jail.
What summer coach was indicted and went to jail?
We ain't said a summer coach went to jail. They don't want people going to jail. They don't want this. They don't want this scandal. Excuse me, Jim. Okay, hold up, because you done talked down there 40 minutes. Hold on. All I'm telling you is, Chris, these people this came out of the commission who got together and came up with these damn rules. And they did it because of the scandals in summer basketball.
What scandals, Hatter? What scandals? So, Hatter, let me get this right, Hatter. So what you're telling me is, Jimmy, right? Because back in the day, there was no summer basketball. All the scandals were around.
I don't care what you're saying. You wasn't on the damn committee. You don't make no rules. You're not making the rules. You don't make the rules. You don't make the rules.
What I'm telling you is before AAU existed, the high school coaches were breaking all the rules. So now summer basketball comes.
Yes.
So now you high school coaches back in power. So you think they're not going to break rules?
You asked the question. You said, well, why are they doing it? Them people said, hold up. Let me figure something. They don't know what they're doing either. But I'm just sitting up. I'm telling you why it's there. You trying to sit up. How in the hell you gonna change this whole system? You don't
I'm not changing the system. I'm telling you that half the shit they do doesn't make sense, and they end up changing it every time.
Duh.
Yes, exactly. So what I'm only addressing the point you said because they was getting them scandals. I'm like, no, that's not what the deal is. That's not the deal.
The scandals happen.
Third-party people. They're trying to cut what they call third-party guys, like summer guys. They think they have too much power. So they're trying to get the high school coach back involved. And I'm like, okay, but nothing's going to change because a lot of high school coaches coach AAU.
I got a question, Chris. Hey, Jimmy.
Hold on.
Jimmy, did a lot of these findings and a lot of this stuff happen after the commission met with Condoleezza Rice and Grant Hill? A lot of this stuff.
Who knows nothing about any of this shit? Please, you might as well let me go to the Senate and do the Capitol riot then. If you're gonna let Condoleezza Rice do summer basketball.
I'm telling you, that's where this stuff coming from. You trying to sit up and change a rule? At least they got the power to change a rule. You don't. That's all I'm saying.
Man,
you're fighting a giant. You telling, first of all, you saying the TBAC is archaic. Why they letting them?
It is archaic.
Because the commission said, let's get the coaches in the high school back together. That's what happened. That was one of the findings in the commission. Whether it was right or wrong or not, Chris, I'm not saying it was right. I'm not saying it was wrong. But you got to explain the whole picture. It's a reason they doing this.
I just did that. You made the comment that it was because of scandals. I'm saying that's nonsense. That's my point, is that is nonsense. They're trying to get the high school coaches back involved because they're saying that the summer basketball world has too much power. And here's the thing, Hatter, no matter what they do, it's not gonna change anything. It's not. The summer dudes still gonna have power. And let me give you another little tip. Guess what's about to happen that's gonna give them more power, Hatter? Guess what the NBA about to do? They bet to get rid of what? What's the NBA about to get rid of?
What shit? You gotta get rid of a lot of shit.
The rule where you don't have to go to college.
Oh yeah.
So NCAA ain't gonna have nothing to do with it no more. It ain't gonna
Hold up. The NCAA didn't want nothing to do with it anyway. The NBA instituted that rule, not the NCAA.
I understand that, but the NCAA has put these rules in effect for college coaches to go watch kids. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, right, what they're trying to do, I get it, but they make rules for the 1%. They make rules, we don't want them cheating. Hey, man, the nonsense only happening around about 20 dudes, man. It's 5,000 kids playing. But what y'all making them rules for? That don't even make sense.
So you saying the nonsense only happens around 20 dudes?
The crazy stuff that we talk about in basketball happens around the top guys. All these little scrubs around here, man, ain't nobody write no check for them dudes, man. And if they all should be fired. Right? If you got dudes running around writing checks for dudes that play in the SWAC, in the Conference USA, Jimmy, all of them need to be fired, Jimmy. All of them need to be fired.
Say, hold on. The SWAC in basketball is a rebound conference.
I'm just saying the lower level,
it's a rebound conference. So guys that's in the SWAC probably got bags because half of them transferred from Power Fives in on the winning program.
Stop it.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Bags.
You think trade? Hold on.
You mean like sandwich, like Ziplocs? You mean Ziplocs? Not real bags. You mean Ziplocs, Jimmy? Come on, dog. Name one dude in the SWAC that got a bag. Name a dude in the SWAC that got a bag.
Trey Jefferson.
That little midget?
That little midget?
Who gave him some money?
He was a sensation.
He need to got something. I'm agree with Chris, and I can't believe I'm saying this. That person need to be fired who gave that motherfucker back. Whoever gave him a bag. Fire. I'm like LeBron James. Fired. He need to be fired.
Come on, Jimmy.
Gave him a bag, Jimmy.
Jimmy, that dude a bag?
Jimmy, Jimmy talking about a Ziploc. Jimmy talking about a Ziploc. One of them guys.
I'm saying Trey Jefferson was top. He was top 50 in the country.
But I'm not giving him no bag. He give the.
But I'm saying you look at the finished product. You're thinking about off the court. That's like the guy. That's like understand.
Jimmy, he that tall, Jimmy.
And so
was Tommy Mason Griffin. So was the Crime Stopper out of Baltimore. They were that tall. They were all midgets. But then guess what? Where they from? They were box office.
We talking about bags though.
We talking about bags.
Supply and demand. Supply and demand.
No,
who your top bag dudes in Houston? Come out of Houston. Who your top bag dudes? Come out of Houston. That's a good conversation. Who your top bag dudes? Look at
from what era?
Look at scared.
What era?
Well, we're gonna take you off the list. And you ain't got to say
what era? What era?
We're gonna lose it out. We're gonna take you out.
He's already admitted he got a bag for that. He
he got
admitted
mad.
that
No,
on the
I'm
show.
saying, what era?
Yeah, he said that's his first bag. He said that he got that bag. He said he just told that on the show. So we can, he like to get ahead of it. He like to get ahead of the story.
A lot of guys, hold on, Chris. How many guys from Houston, you've been a career college coach? How many are roughly approximately, hold on, watch this. Approximately how many guys from Houston that you know that got a real bag? Then that's a better question. Without saying no names.
You would know more than me. You would know more than me.
You're the college coach. You know who
Have you ever gave somebody a damn bag? I'm gonna ask the question. You was a bag. Huh?
He thinks he's slick the way he's trying to answer that question. But I'm not gonna ask that question because I'm gonna get on your.
What do you mean? Why can't you answer that question? Why can't you answer that question? That's an easy question. Adam, I ask it again.
I'm sure that's.
I ask him again about how many. Here's the thing: a lot of people would what they do is a lot of people will claim and seek a bag. Okay. There's a very few that actually got the bag.
That's what Chris is saying.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I'm asking that question. How many? And in all of the years you working, that now one thing I know who was Chris the king of the bag in Houston, Texas. The king of the bag was David Salinas. If you want to know, if I say what era are you talking about? Because David Salinas.
What you talking about?
Oh man, stop! What you mean you don't know what I'm talking about?
What you mean, king of the bag? Describe bag.
That means if you collectively all of the resources that you receive in exchange for a kid, one of the kids under your umbrella on your team going to particular colleges, the aggregate number amount.
I ain't never got a damn bag then. I ain't never got a quarter.
Chris, that wasn't the question. We're talking about David Salinas.
Okay.
Are you jumping all over the place right now?
He did that.
What do you mean you don't know? In exchange, listen, Chris. If you give me $2 million to manage your money, I'm making an interest off that money. That's giving the bag.
Oh, okay. Well, that's an indirect bag. So
no, that you mean indirect? That was the cover that he did business up under.
So if you're a college and you hire someone's relative to be on a staff to get a
that's a bag. That's a bag. But you know what though? I would think a family member one-time thing. So a family members, that's a whole different category.
Well,
you put family members, family members.
At Missouri, that dude's still working there. So I don't know about that.
I'm just saying, but we talking about Houston. We're talking about Texas. The family member that's like a mulligan. That's a free space in bingo. Because guess what? Everybody's family got the right. If they want to eat, let them eat. If that's a family thing. If Cade Cunningham brother want to go take that job and get it back and get that 300 quarter of a meal, then go do it.
That's a
bag.
Know?
And guess what?
No, the question is it a bag? That's all I'm saying. Is it a bag?
That's the dude. A bags come in different forms. It ain't like the person in the old days come with a suitcase full of money no more. If you own a car dealership, Chris Walker, then a college coach gonna make sure somebody buy a certain amount of cars from you, or they gonna give you a deal with one of the vendors that are supply to help you get your cars cheaper. That's a bag.
I'm with you, but is it a bag? That's what I'm saying. Why you want to answer that question?
Skipped out. You skipped out.
Huh?
I didn't hear you. Skipped out.
Bag? Is it a bag if you hire a family member?
If you hire a family member, yes, a bag.
Okay. I'm just curious. Is it a bag?
Yes, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Though, but family members, I wouldn't understand a family member getting a bag versus a third party versus a non-family member securing multiple bags. That's the thing. The non-family member is going to be more likely to secure multiple bags for those.
So who is your all bag team in Houston for the RCS Sports all bag team? Who's your all bag team?
I just gave you one. The leader, the captain of it.
Who was it?
I just told you, Chris. David Salinas in the modern day history. In modern day history, if you go to the old days, then Jay Parker would be the king of the bag of the old days. But the money they were shelling out back then has nothing is dwarfed by the money that they was giving out in 2000.
Kids. I'm talking about the kids, not the person getting. I'm talking about what kids commanded a bag.
Chris. There's this many kids on the planet of the earth that actually negotiated a deal themselves. It's always a grown up, and you know that. Ain't no damn
What
grown
are
up
you
to
talking about?
negotiate no bag with a kid. Know what you giving the kid? You giving the kid some now ladies. You giving them candy. You giving them.
You missing my point. You missing my point.
You saying what
I'm
kid?
telling you. So if we said it took a bag to get this kid, okay? I'm saying what's the kid's name? Who are the kids that it took a bag to get?
Oh man, you can't do that. That's you can't go and do that. Come on, Chris.
You can't do that?
Think about you asking. What are you asking? Think about you asking me to
Don't
do.
you come at me, ask me if I got a bag then, okay? If you're not
No, I asked you. I didn't ask you that. Hannah asked you that.
I asked you, did you get? I asked you.
I asked you an old different question. I asked you to name people that you know.
I ain't, man. I didn't ask them folks for no bag. I had my own. I didn't have to. I didn't have to ask for no bag. I mean, I wouldn't even. Man, I'd feel bad coming. Hey, coach, this guy coming to your college, you got to give me something. Man, coach gonna look at me like, hell no, Chris.
No,
Chris,
no,
that
he
just
won't.
ain't me.
He won't look at you like that.
That ain't me.
Who he is. He won't look at you like that. He won't look at you.
I ain't trying to do that, man. I'm just
I
telling
didn't know Jimmy took a bag though. That's new.
Oh, Jimmy, shit me.
I didn't know that.
No, and I ain't never gave a kid a bag. Now, I've helped some kids out, but it was when it already committed to me. So I don't call that no. I didn't never come in there with a briefcase. Said, look, I never get y'all. I told y'all the story, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I went down to North Carolina. Y'all never get this. I walk in the room. Dude said, man, I like you, man. I'm about to sign with you. My mama like you. Everybody like me. But where's the briefcase? I said, what briefcase, Chris? He said the briefcase with the money in it. Chris, I ran up out of that damn dorm room like I thought I was going to go straight to that penitentiary, Jimmy.
That doesn't happen like that, man.
Yes.
That happening, man.
It happened to me. I don't know what the hell you talking about. A kid.
But I'm talking about a different level. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't happen like that. They don't do, like Jimmy said, it's not done that way where they show up with a briefcase. It's not done like that. People don't do stuff like that, man.
I'm just saying that's how the kid.
Ignorance.
No, the kid asked me for that money. He said, Mr. Hatter, everybody else, in other words, everybody else that came to meet him had some money. Okay? He's telling me right now, dude, I'm going to go with you, but I got to have the bread too. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Hell, they doing it in Bitcoin now. You ain't hear that? No, I'm just saying.
Well, shit, I can work that.
Doing it in Bitcoin.
I mean, we can work that out. We can work.
Jimmy, you can't be talking about Salinas, man. Salinas is RIP, man. You can't be chopping him up like that.
What do you mean you can't be talking about it? I mean, right now they've made documentaries. They had a case that's closed now. That's with him, and a lot of college coaches that's involved in this business that lost money that they invested with him, and some of them fraction was recovered, but a lot of coaches in the name, not of all of them was public has been published public record, but a few of those guys were public record. One of your former bosses was public record, and I don't know if he got you as well, but one of your former bosses was definitely had got hit for about $4 million. With Salinas. And so that's why you talk about it, because guess what, Chris, believe it or not,
but he didn't it wasn't players though. He never had no players like that though.
Yes, he did have players. He had Alden Ford. He had Alden freaking Ford.
Yeah, but that was back. That was like he was doing it long.
What do you mean? That was 1999.
I know, but he didn't.
Clyde Drexler was the coach.
Dudes.
Huh?
He didn't have like crazy dudes like that.
He had Cartier Martin play in the NBA. Cartier Martin played for David Salinas.
I know he had a couple guys, but he didn't have a laundry.
Jawan McClellan played for him. That's another McDonald's All-American.
Hold up, y'all stop. Y'all talk.
No, but when Jawan committed to Arizona, he was with David Salinas.
Hey,
it was in Orlando.
Did y'all see what Karen Roach? I know y'all going back and forth. Did y'all?
He said he turned down $300,000, 300 racks. And so guess what? This is a dad of a prospect to show y'all it happened.
Did he take a picture?
No, he said he turned it down. He said he turned it down.
No, but at least you want to see it.
Yeah, like show me the receipts.
Because they can offer it to you. I know some people that offer it. And then,
it was never real.
And then, Jimmy, I'm telling you, they offer it, He just turned it down. I wanted him to accept it. Like
Yeah.
you say, accept the offer. Slow down.
Yeah.
Like you say,
Yeah.
accept the offer.
Yeah. Don't get it twisted. Probably too, but I doubt if it was a 300 up front. Those type of deals, it's like over a period of time. So when you break it down
that means
over
you
that
only
period of
get what you
time,
get the first time.
yes, what you get the first time, and after he signed,
This is it.
the whole deal changes. The whole deal changes.
As soon as he go 0 for 7.
Get your money first at all costs. Cause credit stuff is good stuff lost. I can't say the whole thing. Chris know what I'm saying. Get your money first, baby, at all costs. Because credit stuff is good stuff lost.
I can't believe Jimmy afraid to put the all bag team out there.
And Jimmy,
I just gave you
but
the point guard.
Jimmy, no, don't let him do. Man, oh, it's overtime.
I gave you the point guard.
I heard the point guard. Let's keep going.
Did Josh Gray?
That's all it takes. Nobody, you can get a whole team won't be able to pass him up. A whole team won't be able to pass that dude up. That's the captain of the ship. Remember that shipwreck movie when the Somalians took over that ship? And remember that man say, "I'm the captain of the ship now." I'm the captain of the ship.
He did say that.
He told Tom Hanks, "I'm the captain of this ship."
Oh,
hey,
my
He's the
God.
captain of the ship, man. Oh,
Hey,
man.
y'all.
Hey, man. Say, man, I feel so bad. And guess what? I rode on the private jet. I rode on the private jet with David Salinas. So I know. I didn't know that, but I know he was living good.
Jimmy, I'm glad to know that, Jimmy. I'm going to interview you because I'm going to talk about that.
I ain't no problem with it.
I'm coming in.
Bro, I rode on a private jet with him.
I got you, baby. I got you. No, I won't.
I told that story 100 times.
No, but I don't want you. I want you to tell it. We're gonna cinematography it. I'm gonna have you. You gonna put on one of your nice hats when I have you do this.
That was a hell of a go there.
Oh,
that
my goodness.
that was a good go.
Chris, you didn't get none of that.
Hey, Al, we landed when the plane landed.
I'm not.
They got the
I'm
black.
not
I know
talking-
Uber cars.
Uh-huh.
They got the black limo waiting on us.
Yeah.
Waiting on us that's a private jet. They're waiting out there.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got- you ain't gotta walk into the thing. So you got the bag right there.
Sir.
Walk right into the limo.
Listen, man.
The big stretch waiting on us. We gone.
Listen,
Hey,
man.
Huh?
The dude lived a good life. Is all I gotta say.
You know what,
You
man?
damn right he did.
And
With
he
your,
was-
off your
he was a
money.
very-
Off
he
your
was a
money.
very- He was a very giving person. Yeah, he was
Did
a
you lose
crook,
money?
but he was a very
but if
giving
I,
dude, though.
if I was using other people's money, I'd give your ass some too. If I was
I
using
feel
some
you.
money that I done
I'm
stole.
just telling you.
But Jimmy, I got
cycled
Jimmy.
that bread.
Jimmy, I got a private jet story that scared the shit out. Excuse me, scared the hell out of me. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Lord.
my grandmother
Scared-
watched the show, man. Stop
Hey,
cussing.
Grandma, I'm sorry, Grandma. Grandma, Chris. I never forget this, Chris. I got to tell this. This one. We were the what's the name? The Phoenix Suns wanted to combine Jason Kidd and Penny with Backcourt 2000. Okay, they wanted them to play at Phoenix together. So they said, Phoenix was saying, man, we got to get that. So guess what they did, Jim? They sent a jet to get me here in Houston, right? Picked me up. We flew to Memphis. Picked Penny up and flew out there. Had a great talk, had a great trip and everything. On the way back, the jet again. We go to the jet, Jimmy. We pull up to the jet. Jimmy, the jet got up there in the air. And Jimmy, it was about 130 degrees in the cockpit. I thought we was gone, Chris. I thought I was gone. I mean, we get up, like we still in the city. But it's 100, and I'm saying, man, turn the air on in this 100 and some degrees. Chris, something happened. We had to land that plane back at the airport, right? Jimmy, guess what I told them? They talking about, we got another jet for y'all. I said, hell no. They can fly in that jet. Put me on that United or Continental. Chris, it was the scariest moment because you don't know. You don't know what the hell's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? You up there, that plane could just blow up in the air. I'll never forget it. Jimmy, hey, guess what? They put me first class back to Houston. I said, no, I'm done with the private plane until later on I understood.
Until later on, exactly. Tell the real story. Hey man, listen, I'm on my way to Dallas, man. Come on, I'll give y'all a shot. I gotta get to the airport. I'm on my way to Dallas. But I may listen in overtime, Jimmy. I need to know that all bag team.
No. We done. We done
on that. I don't know why he's skating on that all bag team.
No.
And tell Curtin Roach if he gonna put atrocities out there like that, he gotta have some receipts. Like you said, we got to see that. You just can't put. You just can't say.
No, see that? Look what Karen Roach said, Jimmy. You missed it. He said, "Man, it was a bag. It was in the bag.
No,
you can get 300,000 in a bag,
Monopoly money.
Jimmy. You can get 300,000.
Dude,
you can
remember
get
I
300,000.
told you guys, Chris. I told you yesterday. Well, you weren't on, and I mentioned it may have been the day before yesterday that Karen Roach had ran out of time. He was one event short of he would have been McDonald's All-American. He had surged up the charts that fast during this last summer. He played at Bishop Gorman High School. And he played against a team from out of Louisiana, and there was a kid who was ranked in the top 25. And Curtin was already, that team that he played with was called the Rock Star.
Rock Star. I was there.
And the Rock Star, Houston Rock Stars, well, every year, every 2 years to 3 years, there's a team out of Houston that's not sponsored by a sneaker that would captivate and go out and take the world and go and kick some butt. And so now this new wave, because of social media, the Coos Elite is the most recent one. But I had to explain to them, it's been several before Coos Elite.
The kid at Seton Hall that played 30 minutes a game?
He didn't play 30 minutes a game.
Oh, my bad. Sorry about that, but keep going, though.
You being facetious right now. We use that
man,
word
we're
earlier.
talking about our kid.
Yeah, no, but they had Reuben Jones. Reuben Jones played for that Coos Elite, and he was all conference at North Texas this year. And understand, it was a starter. No, Reuben Jones. That's 6'4".
Yeah.
And going to be all conference again this year.
Yeah.
Understand something?
What you got to say about that?
He's a red ant in that ant bed. He don't have to. That's the thing.
Well, I see you in Dallas, Chris. I'm coming up there this weekend. No, I can't. I got to
Hit me up, man. We gonna be with Brent.
I'm just telling a story, man. I got to hang out with Big Doug.
But what I was saying about
Doug this weekend.
What I was saying about Curran Roach is that Curran Roach took and captivated the moment and seized the moment. He shined like new money on that court at Bishop Gorman High School that year in July of that summer. And college coaches, that was the first time that many of them had heard people. Some in the region had heard about him, but they all saw him because they were watching that other kid and they wanted to see. And everybody heard about this kid. He checked all the boxes. He was long. He was athletic. Remember now, Curran Roach had won the state. He had won first place in the state triple jump 2 years in a row. He was a triple jump champ.
Chris, some people got 300,000, man, to give away.
I didn't say they didn't, Hatter.
Yeah.
That's not what we talking about.
Yeah, we are. You talking about?
I'm not saying they don't.
Yeah, they got it. I'm telling you.
He said he got in the paper bag and he turned it down.
I ain't nowhere in the world I'd have seen that paper bag. You a bigger man than me.
Trash bag.
Hey,
you can't put 300,000. That's a glad trash
you can
bag.
put 300. You're doing it in the 10,000 bands, man. Come on, Chris. I'll show you how to do it. Hey, Jimmy, tell him how to ban them. Jimmy, you. I ain't gonna no.
Well, I know Jimmy know. Jimmy know how to do it for himself. He got that kind of bread.
Hey, man. He's a great parent. Man. Go on by. We'll see tomorrow.
I'm done with y'all, man, because you hating on LeBron and Jimmy won't reveal an all bag team.
Hey.
And Hatter, you don't know what's going on with TABC. Hatter, I want you to go to Dallas when they had that event and watch how terrible it is.
I know, Chris. I agree with you. The event is terrible. I was just telling you why the event. Why they did. I know it's terrible.
Talking about Condoleezza Rice. Man,
I like Condoleezza.
Tell Condoleezza Rice to come on the Chop Shop and let's talk amateur basketball.
No, I'm going to tell Grant Hill to come on.
Let him come too.
Okay. All right.
Let him come too.
And Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray, your guy.
Oh, Campuzzo. I got to go, man, on that note. I'll holler at y'all, man.
All right.
It's like so
get us out of here,
of
Jimmy.
course, that's Christmas. Guys, you know what time it is. Of course, we are
Jimmy,
in
tell us about Big Doug. We got to
now.
talk about the Big Doug event this weekend.
And,
What's going on?
And that's what I was just about to get into. We're in overtime session right now. And, of course, I want to remind you that the rcssports.com, that website, rcssports.com. Go check that website out. It will save you so much time in under fabric of Greater Houston area basketball. We have articles on the front page. We have rankings on there as well. You have the VIP news that's updated pretty much every day with intel, with lots of intel and content. It's only $2.50 a month every 30 days. $2.50. That's the best bargain in the country for anything as far as keeping you informed about what's going on in the metropolitan area. Well, this weekend we'll be over at the Doug's Dozen. That's Doug Jones and Doug and his brother Ray Jones. We call him Fat Cat. They will be hosting the Doug's Dozen. It has approximately 60 teams playing, and it's not a tournament. All games are showcase, which is a good move. You know, that way, you know, you have to go through buying all them trophies and buying medals. Let the guys play. You get to evaluate them, and there you go. The games will be held over deep east of Houston, and that's going to be Crosby High School and Crosby Middle School. Crosby High School, Crosby Middle School. If you're not in what it is, it's approximately about 15 minutes away from North Shore High School. And if you're coming from another way, away from C. King High School. About 15 minutes from door to door from those two schools, you can get and you pull up to Crosby. The schedule is posted right now. Either you can go to download the RCS Sports app, or you can go on our website, rcssports.com, and you can go and you'll see the link right on the front page, big logo and everything. The Doug's Dozen is right on that joker, and you can print the schedule out and
is that what Crawfish Shack is, Jim?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit them one time. I ain't been there in 3 years. I'm gonna hit them one time. You know, and I gave him, you know, I gave him a personal sentence, you know, because of their political views. You know how that type of stuff going into the election. So I think I'll get them out. I ain't gonna give them a life sentence. I go on and see them again. And but do yourself a favor. You have nothing to do. Check out the schedule. Get out and check out the Doug's Dozen. A lot of the top teams in the area this weekend will be playing. You have the Texas Takeover Pete team. The Houston Defenders will be in action. Their main team, of course, they're gonna have their 16s there and some of the other 17s, but the main Under Armour Houston Defenders will be in action. Shout out to the Defenders for supporting Doug Jones and his efforts. Shout out to the Defenders. Understand something, guys, and that's the thing that and I'm gonna be more conscious of is giving shout outs to those. You know, I mean, can't give 60 shout outs right now, but I'm watching the Houston Defenders. They've supported about 3 events this summer that my fingerprints was on, or the RCS Sports fingerprints were on. And that's good. That's big. You know, not to say nobody else have. We gave enough love to the JL3s, and the Houston Hoops have done as well. But the Defenders, sometimes they go unappreciated because they have teams, and those teams is comprised with kids, and those kids have parents. And sometimes parents are watching the Chop Shop, and they say, well, hell, you talk about all these other kids, you know, give our kids some love. That's the Houston Defenders. You know, shout out to you guys and the parents for making all of the sacrifices weekend after weekend to endure going through these gyms, battling with all these rising, skyrocketing admission prices, and then have to still, you know, take care of the order of your daily lives. Thanks a bunch to you guys.
I got a question, Jim. Is my man Bernard still playing for the
the 16 and unders?
Oh, he's playing 16. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll be in action. They'll be in action this weekend. Hold on, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the 16 under. Yeah, they playing this weekend. They'll be playing on Saturday. They don't play Sunday. So you get to see Bernard, the young fella. He's pretty good, man. He has a chance.
That's my kid.
He has a chance. Mm-hmm. And also we have a top.
Tell them parents I talked about him. He played for the Defenders. But
Oh,
I
we
guess
talked
we don't
about a
talk
lot of
about
them. We
them.
talked about talked about a lot of those players from week to week. I'm just talking about the
Yeah.
team and the
The team,
organization,
okay, the organization.
as a whole.
Larry,
because
Larry been
times-
on the show. Like they've been on the show though. But I guess,
Harrison's been on the show and Larry been on the show.
right.
But they shout out to them. Also, they have a top 10 player will be making his summer debut this weekend. Believe it or not, has not played organized ball on any team, grassroots team that we know of this spring. He'll be making his debut. And that's Charles Chuckwood. Remember the Chuck Wagon from Katy Paytow High School. If you hadn't seen him, he's built like Shrek, guys. Well, last time I saw him back in February, he was built like Shrek. And that Katy Paytow team, he would be in action with the Rights Warriors program. So shout out to I get a chance to see they'll be playing Friday night against one of the Texas Takeover teams. Gonna be a pretty good matchup Friday, 8:00 at Crosby High School on the main court. Also,
Medical Mike will be there. Medical Mike said he be there too.
Medical Mike in the house.
Yeah.
Medical Mike everywhere, man. Yeah, and guess what, guys? Going into the weekend, let me remind you about the concierge. How to cue up that? Let Medical Mike tell him himself. Cue him up so he can. And the one we have him talking and explaining.
No, he don't like us to play that. He told me
you don't like to play that.
Yeah, he told me to erase that. Yeah.
He should have made another one then. Hell.
No, he ain't made now yet, but he didn't like that one.
Yeah, Medical Mike, you understand he's the concierge. That means if something is going on and you need to get to a doctor, he can expedite that process for you, no matter what the ailment is. He has a network of physicians that all over Houston. This is some big stuff. This is good. This is great. Excellent. Better than good. And what you do is you give him a call. He pats you in. And whether you have insurance or not. Now, if you don't have insurance, those doctors are likely to have a cash price. Now, that's going to be up to you what the cash price is going to be. But in most cases, they're charging Mexico rates. But you got to pay right on the spot. I mean, you gotta get the shovel out, go dig up something, go up on that mattress or something, go up on that pillow, go get it out the sheetrock, wherever you got it at, you gotta go get it. I some of you people old school like how to go get it out the freezer. Go get him up under the ice tray in the freezer. But seriously, his number and his information is streaming on the bottom of the screen right now. Take down this number. Matter of fact, I'm asking for one of you guys to just call it right now to see if it works. 713-979-0334. 713-979-0334. Just call it or text it and say, hey, is this Medical Mike? We call him Icy Mike too, because you know why? Because he cold like that. He cold. He cold as hell. He get you up in there. And one of the things about it, he does not charge you a penny. Now, I bet you take that number down now. I bet you take it down now. Number look good now. He don't charge you a penny for helping to connect you with a doctor to help soothe your ailment. You know what I found out?
Is my girl gonna be there? Delilah team's gonna be there?
They played last week. I don't think they're playing in this event this week.
Okay.
I don't remember seeing. You know why? Because Doug is only stopping at the 8th grade in this tournament. Okay. So yeah, Delilah's teams are not playing this weekend. Okay. But they are. I mean, there's a lot of teams. It's good. Okay. I did the schedule for Doug. Okay. And helped out in that capacity. That way to make it easy. So the schedule, once again, that's why I know that schedule is pretty good. Nobody is stuck in the gym all day. Guess what time the last game is on Saturday? 5:40. The last game on 5:40. The last game. Last game on Sunday, 2:25. You know why? Because LeBron James come on, and them Lakers come on against Phoenix around about 2:40. That way I know I'll be right down the street getting it in and then leave at halftime and come on in somewhere another spot. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for this week. We had a lot of topics that we covered. And of course, I see Archie in the YouTube feed. He says, I'm writing off all the gas money this weekend. The back-to-back Crosby trips are are gonna hit. Archie, you know what you do? I'm gonna remind me we need to get Doug Jones to give you a per diem. Give you a per diem to help you out, get you some lunch money or something, or get you a tank of gas or a pack of Now Laters or something on your way on in. But also the second, Rod West, that you announced the second part of the big news from yesterday. And
LeBron James.
and of course, the big news from yesterday was gave you guys two pieces. One was about the gym and the Steve Francis crew falling short in their bid to purchase the gym located in Humble. The second part was the event that is on tap to take place Memorial Day weekend in Houston, where there's about a lot of the top players in the country will be in town, the grassroots teams playing. And if you missed it at the end yesterday, there's 3D Empire will be in town with they're paced by Anthony Black. He's their highest rated player in the country. Anthony Black is pretty doggone good. Also, you have Southern Assault is coming with Keontae George. We All Can Go with Chris Livingston and the kid Mikey Williams. And also Houston's own Chooks Isatua from Jack Yates High School. The Midwest Basketball Club will be in town as well. They have a white kid named Reed Shepard. He's pretty doggone good. Power 5, that's Kevon Looney, who played for Golden State. That's his program. His name is authorized. He authorized the program or funds the program to a certain degree. That team is Power 5. They're from Wisconsin. They will be here. That Midwest Basketball Club, they're from Cincinnati, Ohio. And there are some other teams that the ink hadn't dried. There will be 8 teams total. And here's the deal. Of those 8 teams total, we know the Houston Defenders are going to be going to an Under Armour event out of state. The verdict for JL3, have been invited, and they have yet to accept or decline the offer. They're still contemplating. And also the Houston Hoops were the local team that was invited as well. And we're just waiting to see what transpires over the weekend, if those teams will be there to defend the home turf. I think it's big. I think it's great, because what's going to happen in this event is going to be something that never happened in the history of grassroots basketball, Heather. I say that again. I love being a part of history. This will be the first event in history to do what they are going to do while the event is taking place. I'm telling you. Now, I'll give you more next week, the details. But I'm telling you right now, based on the intel that I have, this event is going to change the game with the way events are ran, especially going into the name, image, likeness stuff that would be expected to be approved by July the 1st. Also, want to give a shout out, I think, to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who the NBA has created an award, a social justice champion award in his namesake. And Kareem, a lot of times, you got to realize just how Kareem was basically Colin Kaepernick before, when in the coaching ranks. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was greatly blackballed until this day. And because of many believe because of his political and religious beliefs. This is, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and he was and is an advocate for social justice. Shout out to the people at Overtime. They have announced that they're building over 100,000 square foot building. Atlanta will be their headquarters, where the kids. That's the Overtime is the organization that they've been out. They do a lot of the edits and the videos and stuff. They have an investment group with over 30 people, including a few of NBA current and former players, as well as corporate
Bezos.
moguls that put their fingerprints into this company. They will be starting up with players from 16 to 18 years old, right? Top players from around the country, and they're going to form up. Think about maybe it's going to be a league, and they will play all their games at this facility. They will live there, they will dwell there, put it like that, during this scholastic experience. But they will have to forego their schooling, their eligibility, put it like that, for the NCAA. So this thing, Kevin Ollie is the head coach. Remember, he's led UConn to the national championship, and they will start playing this September with the 30 players. So shout out to them, man. And understand, Atlanta is the perfect city for them to move into because of the dynamic of Atlanta. Atlanta is, many people feel like Atlanta is our closest thing to Wakanda for the black businessman, or for if you're in the entertainment or industry. I mean, the closest thing we got.
Black businessmen. A lot of, like, these airport concessions here. There's not, I mean, they got certain percentage of the airport concessions. Oh yeah, Atlanta is different. And Mayor Maynard Jackson made sure forever it's going to be a certain percentage of black people being able to make money in that city. That's the great thing about being able to hire the right people to be around you. But Jimmy, I just saw some breaking news that said head coach Nate McMillan has been fined $25,000 for the detrimental public comments of certain bias by the NBA relating to the playoffs, these playoffs this year. And they didn't find him. I don't know what he said. I was looking for it and have not been able to find what did he say. Oh, okay. They say he said the NBA wants the Knicks in the playoffs. Ooh, in part because of the size of their fan base. Knicks faced the Hawks in the first round. Oh, so he got fined for that, Jimmy. They did not. But again, rest in peace, Lawrence Johns, a great contributor. I know how he used to take care of these kids in this community with the Seawolves for a long, long time. Great man. Great guy, man. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to get off the phone, talk to his family. We'll soon get off the family, but have his family in your prayers, Lawrence John. Even have me in your prayers, because after this show, I'm trying to keep it up, but it's going to hit me a little bit hard when this show goes off. So, Jimmy, that's it for me.
Yeah, and also we mentioned yesterday, James Norman, former head coach of Smiley, passed away, and so. This going into the weekend with heavy hearts. Guys in Dallas, it was only a year ago that Jazzy Harwell passed away, and now Jazzy's gone, and now up in DFW, you have Lawrence Johns is gone, and what was his nickname? What did they call him?
Low.
Yeah, Big Low.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of you people out there may know. Sometimes you don't know the name. I know Big Low. That's what they was talking about. Yeah, Big Low.
Played basketball at the University of Alaska, Jimmy. Alaska.
He's proud to tell you that too.
Yeah.
He's proud to tell you.
Yeah.
But man, and so also, man, that's pretty much it. We got so much we left on the table. Sorry we didn't get into the mailbag. Kim, you asked me what's the name of the event. That's on the Memorial Day weekend.
What's the name?
That's May the 28th, 29th, 30th. It's going to be called the IMO Classic. IMO Classic. And it seems fitting because IMO, this event is close though. Close. And this event is supposed to move around to various cities each year. So Houston is where it starts off at, and it's a one-time thing, but the IMO stands for in memory of. So that means each day of the event, the theme will be geared toward remembering somebody that was from that community, that city that passed away in recent months or year. And that way, so it's the IMO Classic, in memory of. So that way now you go and they're going to donate. Now I did confirm the 4 digits will be donated to the charity, or the, not necessarily, not directly to the family, but directly to a scholarship fund or the charity of that person that's deceased if they have one. I know 4 digits. So that I don't know the amount. I'm not privy to speak on that part, but I do know the 4 digits. So it'd be at least 1,000, at least. So that's a good thing. And that's one of the things that has me, on board, because Black. This is Black power. And being able to put that together, and especially in the community, and bringing those kids, those talents to Houston that some people normally watch on their cell phones. And that way now you get to see, if it's live or Memorex, from some of the people. And you get to see some you may have never seen Keontae George play before in Houston. Remember, we had Cason Wallace a couple of weeks ago, but maybe that way you get to see Keontae George. And he's talented. Some of you may have never seen Anthony Black. Some of you, so it would be great. We'll find out who's going to represent and serve on our home turf. But anyway, guys, Heather, it's time to slide on down Dino's back and yabba dabba do this thing on this baby Friday, guys. You understand, trying to muster up energy, man. This news about Lawrence Johns came, it was a shocker, actually, during the show. So make sure you do us the favor and share the show on your way out the door. You know how to do that. It's Thursday for you. Don't hate. It's Friday for us. And this is our baby Friday. But anyway, I see you guys out there. Make sure if you got a PGW in the gym, whoop the cameras out, take some pictures, some video, give us something to roll on Monday. Hey, let's let the people look at themselves who make a fool, look at themselves on the chop shop, especially those who make a fool of themselves in gymnasiums over the weekend. Other than that, you guys be safe. Be careful out there. Most importantly, be smart. You guys know some people out there ain't finna put no mask on. And if you feel a certain kind of way, be consciously aware of your surroundings. Then you sit yourself somewhere where you don't have to worry about it. And because some people are going to make it their effort to express their rights. So you guys, on behalf of Robert Hatter, Jim Hicks, we are out of here on Baby Friday. It's time to get up out of here. And also for Chris Walker, guys. Chop shop.
Yeah.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop.